So we're on this audio. Yep, looks like that audio is going on. Also looks like that audio is a little hot. All right, turn it down a little bit. And we're live.
Oh,
hello. Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Hi.
I was just looking around. I feel short and tiny.
Sorry about not being able to stream last week. I don't know what was going on with the internet, but apparently it's been fixed. It may have been internal after all, but...
You think they turned it off and on again?
Yeah, they probably turned it off and on again somewhere I wasn't able to get to. So, I don't know. But, yeah, it works. Hey, Steve D. Hello, Marvel Guy. Welcome to the Odin Makes live stream. Hello, my name is Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
And we're here with you today with a hidden cryptic somewhere running around in the shop that may or may not pop up. And it's been over a month. It was changing the date. It was the first week of July.
I believe it.
I've had a few things that got in the way of doing streams, like this whole like Emmy thing, and then there was Stockton Con, and then I think we did something else on a Sunday that I'm not remembering right now, or maybe I just stopped to breathe for one weekend. Oh no, I know what it was. I know why I failed to have a stream one week. I keep forgetting this. I made a sign for the airport. I made a design for Misfit, the company that Gonzo's working for, right? And they wanted this sign for the groundbreaking ceremony they're doing for SMF Forward. They're making a new walkway between the terminal and it's airport stuff. Anyway, I got to make this sign that looks like it was a sandcastle with the logo. Super stressed about getting it done, and I wasn't able to stream that week, and I failed to tell you, and I'm sorry for that. All of you in Discord, all of you that support me, I posted a private apology to Felicia. So, but yeah, that happened. That project happened, which got done, and they were very happy with, which was nice. And the best picture was from the Sacramento Bee, the newspaper. They're the ones that actually got probably the best picture of it. But it was like this 5 foot wide, almost 2 feet tall.
So unless you're like a fly on the ceiling, it's hard to photograph.
They got done low, so they had the logo in the bottom, and all the people with the gold shovels tossing dirt over it. So they got like an action dynamic shot of faces and the sign.
Something that works well for media. Makes sense. Print media.
Yep, works real well for print media. Everyone else got a click.
Did you bring your own camera?
I didn't go.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That
I
makes
wasn't
sense.
asked to go. I offered, and I thought I was going. I actually asked for time off from my day job, but when it came, it's like, all right, thanks, bye. It's like, okay, bye.
Okay.
Yeah, so very happy with that. So is that like everything that's going on? I think so. Next week is the return of I call it Sunrise Mall Con. It's called the Weekend Blender. So next weekend's the return of that con. So yeah.
What day?
Next Saturday and Sunday.
What date?
What date? 17 and 16 and 17 and 18.
Okay, maybe. I'm going out of town soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't be here for the rest of August.
Okay.
For very good reasons.
Good. Good to hear.
Yes.
I'm glad it's good reasons.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like I gotta go East Coast and visit my ailing family. No.
Yeah, no. Things have been crazy. Not gonna get into all of the crazy.
That's fine.
But it was my birthday last week, so.
There is that. Mm-hmm. All right. And
yeah.
I missed that too. Happy birthday. Sorry about that.
No worries. Thank you. Yeah, no, I had a Barbie birthday party yesterday with my friends.
Okay.
We had, well, my friend, she came over and we had a pool party. It was really fun. And so she made me these earrings.
Oh, that's cool.
She's been getting into resin printing. Not resin printing.
Resin crafting?
Resin crafting and making her jewelry.
Uh-huh.
And the thing is I really do believe in the talent of the artist, like the eye.
Yes.
She has a very good eye, and I appreciate it. And I love that she's been making these fun things. She made it look so easy. Like, she's like, let me just take this lighter, do the bubbles, and then I poke it, and then drill it out the hole. Like, she's just so calm, and, like, I love my friend Brianna. I love you if you ever see this. But, yeah, so.
Nice. And just she's got two colors blended. Like, she poured some dyed resin in the top and poured some clear in the bottom, and
there's
kind of
clear
blended the two.
and glitter, and, yeah, she did. Yeah, and she was
it's hard to get close to it.
No, I know. And she was setting it with her little light thing so that things did it before she fully set it. You know, just...
Oh, so it's a UV resin?
Yeah, UV resin.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. So I appreciate her technique and her creative outlet. And I definitely have a friend to go to when I need giant Barbie earrings. So. And she's like, aren't those going to be too huge? I'm like, no. You won't even notice them. You don't even notice them. Fine.
They are hidden behind hair.
Yeah. You have to be really giant to, like, not be hidden in my hair. I'm just saying. Hi, Bean. You are being so well behaved. Come here, son, say hi. He's just sitting there, like, licking my ankles. Just boop.
That sounds like him.
Oh, boops. I'm sorry I didn't bring your friend today. He wanted to come. I told him no. Yeah, my car gets too hot on the ride home.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Yeah, like, so it's just been too hot to take him driving, even though he likes adventures. It just takes too long to cool down the cab.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
Being in a truck cab that doesn't have AC, I understand completely.
Oh, I do have AC. It just takes...
It takes too long. Yeah, but I understand.
Yeah.
Not wanting to, cook someone.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he suffers, even though he wants to be there. I'm like, I can't.
Okay.
You know, but sorry, Bean. We have Schultz Division saying hi, and Will Connor saying hello, and got a happy birthday from Schultz Division.
Nice. Thank you, Schultz.
Steve D wants to know if the fan's going on. Yes, the fan's
are.
Oh,
the fan
spinning.
is on. Should I turn the fan off? Sorry. You can hear it.
Yep. Oh, you just turned... Oh, okay. This whole screen turned off and on again, so I was just worried that something happened.
Oh, really?
Are we still live? Just testing. Oh, ew!
Oh! And Bean is now caffeinated.
I'm going to put it over here because I will drink it. I have to clearly label my paint water because I will drink the paint water and I will paint my drink water. So.
Yes to both. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's out of there, so.
I know we talked about this on your live stream because it was the exact same conversation, but there has been a time, I distinctly remember going through Chipotle where I've got my burrito, I've got my beer, and I've got my hot sauce. And I poured a little beer in my burrito and went to take a swig of hot sauce.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Hi, Bean. He's back.
Back to licking a heel. I have full-on shoes on. Why? Because I'm tired of being licked on the toes.
I just don't want to accidentally squish him.
Yeah, there you go.
He's so little. Oh, Steve D got a shampoo advert.
Ooh.
Yes.
Head and Shoulders. It's not just for dandruff. It's also good for killing aliens.
I'm missing that joke.
25 years ago, a movie came out called Evolution.
Okay.
It's maybe not quite that. No, it's about that long. David Duchovny and it's
okay. I started to go to sleep yesterday when the movie Aliens 2 came on. I've never seen either the first one or the second one.
Oh, okay.
And so as I'm falling asleep, I'm randomly hearing bits and information. I'm like, wait, am I supposed to know that? Is that like information that I just missed? You know what I mean? I did not participate in that collective unconscious. You know what I mean?
That collective consciousness unconsciously. Or
exactly.
Something like that. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, everybody knows. No, I didn't.
So did you make it through the first one?
No.
Oh, you're just watching the second one. Okay.
The second one came on the TV as I was falling asleep.
Okay.
And I didn't turn it off.
Fair enough.
And it's like, so the cat survives and I fall asleep. You know what I mean? That's literally as fast, like as much of it as
as far as he got into. Was it, she didn't even get off Earth yet? All right, that's cool. Yes, Jones survives the first movie. Jonesy. Yeah. And is a very old cat at that point because having spent 50 plus years frozen.
So.
Yeah, there's an extended scene from like a director's cut that she's talking to Burke, I think. I don't remember which character she's talking to, the Ripley's talking to, but they actually go into what happened with Ripley's life family while she was frozen. Okay. And she had a daughter that fully grew up, got married, and died of old age.
50's not that old.
No, but she did. Or she passed away from... Basically, she was robbed of her at an older age. There you go.
Okay, there we go. Because I'm like, 50's not old.
No, 50's not old. But the idea being is, Ripley lost out on everything there as well.
Yeah. So what was the point of surviving if she didn't get to appreciate the fruits of her survival? And
that was also an attempt to set up for later on. She finds a young girl that survives in the colony. Named Newt, so there's this more of a connection to getting her daughter back.
All right, I will have to actually watch these and give them the attention they deserve. No.
It is okay. The story works without that missing scene, so it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Ripley just cares. I can relate to that.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And I am excited about Romulus that's coming out next week.
Romulus, is that Star Trek?
Could be. Alien Romulus, because there is actually a planet.
Romulus.
So Alien Romulus is the newest Alien movie coming out. This is, I believe, directed by the guy that did the most recent Evil Dead movies.
Oh, so it's going to have the
Oh, there's lots of those facehuggers in it, yeah. And... Yeah, I'm quite interested in seeing it because it really looks like it's trying to be set in the time frame of the first movie, second movie, somewhere in there. I haven't seen all the trailers. I have some ideas, but I'm so interested in just seeing it.
I tried falling asleep to that movie too, Evil Dead. No.
Oh, okay.
No, it does not work. You cannot fall asleep with that just on the TV. No. But I do appreciate it and it's funny. No, it's something I can't fall asleep.
So I had a friend who the only thing she could fall asleep to, or whatever, was the constant thing that she would fall asleep to. Along Came a Spider.
Oh.
Morgan Freeman film, right? And it's a detective. It's one of those great, like, Morgan Freeman detective movies. But it starts out with a woman being cooked to death with steam. It's like, oh yeah, I want to fall asleep to that.
Right? Well, the Evil Dead one is, my friend, they like to fall asleep to that movie. It's the one that they just pass out to. So, and I was like, what? Why? No.
And this is the first one with claymation perspective.
Yes,
effect. Wow.
With the extreme noises. No, Evil Dead 2.
Two.
I like
Okay,
it.
that
It's
was
Evil
my
Dead
favorite.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one's better, apparently.
It's
yeah. I like the ballerina.
Yes, the ballerina is awesome. Evil Dead 2 is kind of a remake and expansion of the first one.
It's what the first one should have been had they had a little bit more budget.
Yes, I'll agree with that.
So, but yes, no, I
minus the giant glass ketchup bottle on the table.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
The first one was made like late 70s, early 80s. They still have the glass Heinz ketchup bottles. Yeah, it's just one of those things you go and watch and going, oh, I remember those. Yeah.
Every once in a while they bring them back, and I feel like that's like, why? These are just hard to use.
Yes, and they hurt when you drop when you drop them. Kind of like glass peanut butter jars. Don't miss those either.
Yeah, my sister sliced her toe open on a glass jelly jar. So yeah, strawberry.
Yeah. Yeah, I still get glass jelly jars, but, you know, peanut butter, no.
Yeah, but that's, why my sister got her toe on that. But no, makes sense.
Is there comments? I'm seeing it ramble through. As we're rambling, we're ramping up to trying to figure out what we're doing.
Schultz Division was saying Evolution was the name of that movie. I was like, where's that from?
Did I not say it?
Yes, you did. He just commented.
Oh, okay.
Advix in this movie is full on Alien Isolation ripoff, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I never finished the game, so I'm okay with that too.
Yeah. Schultz Division says Star Trek / Alien crossover. When I say Romulans.
Oh, yes.
Because when you were saying the name of the movie, I was like, is that Star Trek?
So if a Borg were to manage to Borgify a xenomorph...
They are living entities, and they do assimilate, and they don't discriminate.
It would cost a few members of the Borg, but they'd figure out how to get around the acid. They could do it.
Well, they just use something basic.
Yeah, they just use something basic. Yeah, it's I'll just neutralize it, right?
Oh. Yes, and now we're listing movies that people fall asleep to, which are irrational. Can't we just do like Cinderella like I used to? You put on the opening credits, I'm like, oh, that lady's voice. Ugh.
How do I zoom in now? I forgot.
What are you trying to zoom into? So
just make it bigger. No, I'm seeing you look at it, so I'm just trying to see if I can't help with...
increasing font size.
Yeah, and I can't, because apparently I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
No worries. But, yes, the chit is a-chatting. Shock Gremlin would fall asleep to Dr. Pool. I've never heard of that movie. And the Batman...
It's a TV show. Dr. Pool is a veterinarian TV show.
Okay.
Lots of livestock. Lots of squealing pigs.
Okay. I did go through a phase where my parents bought a bunch of old DVDs of shows that they used to like to watch.
Okay.
And what was that show called? My sister and I would always just put it on as background noise. It reminded me of the show Recess because it was exactly the same. It has Colonel Klink and...
Oh, it has Colonel Klink?
And the guy who knows nothing.
Hogan's Heroes?
Hogan's Heroes.
Okay.
So I used to binge watch that because my parents bought the entire DVD collection of it.
Yes.
And so we put it on and just fall asleep to that. It just reminded me of like World War II Recess. You know the TV show Recess?
Yes.
And how they were always doing scheming during their 15 minutes of time. Anyways.
And I've heard, not just from you, but I've heard many times that Recess is effectively a Hogan's Hero remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all of the characters have their parallels, that it's like you could intertwine their storylines, and they've done it before, even down to the music.
Yeah. All right.
So, I would have never got that reference had my parents not gotten the DVD set. I would have never known.
I know nothing.
I know nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, the things that just background noise.
Background noise.
Background noise.
So in the past month, I've gotten nothing done at all. Not even mental gymnastics about the Proton Pack.
Oh, the Proton Pack. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that I necessarily wanted to go into this. We can keep talking about TV. We can just say, you want to have a 2-hour hangout?
Odin talks.
Yeah, pretty much. Odin delays building.
What do we have? I don't even know where everything is
All right,
in here,
what are
but
the
it's organized.
Yeah,
Impressive.
it was an attempt to organize it.
I see a pack back there.
We have a pack.
I spy with my little eye.
I'm remembering one of the things you wanted to do was make new wires.
Not make new wires, make a second set of the better wires.
Yes,
but
fair
yeah,
enough.
technically
Make a second set of
new
the better
wires.
wires.
Yeah, because I will forever think, ew, this is the one with the janky wires when I look at the Proton Pack. And if they're both janky, the same janky, it doesn't bother me. But one's jankier than the other. I'll be like, I don't want that one.
Right, you'll always pick the one that you like better.
It's like a cupcake with sprinkles and a cupcake without sprinkles. Sprinkles add nothing to the flavor. But I'm going to pick the one with sprinkles every dang time.
Because it's prettier. Well, I don't know, for whatever reason you want.
Right? No, I know. It's just the sprinkles make it special. So, like, if they're different...
Oh, good, they're there.
And it's not that big of a deal, it is what I'm saying.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
Just what was in the bin.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll need to make another set of these. This was the aluminum thing.
Yeah.
Because the smaller ones go with the better wire, so I'll need to make another set of smaller ones.
Question is could
or
you
just
chop
cut them
these
down? Yeah, I probably could. as soon as I was saying that, I think I realized what you were saying or thinking.
Yep. Picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
I get it.
All right. And then I'm glad to look in here and see, because I was trying to think, where did I get those pop mounts for the Alice packs? Oh, good, they're in the box where they belong. Okay,
Right?
good.
Project bins make a huge difference. Like, especially when chaos is around you. At least everything I need for my project's in the bin.
I live in chaos here.
I understand the chaos.
So I know I want to make, going with the Alice pack frames. I know I want to make a Sintra backing for this, or a hardboard one out of like hardboard plywood, one of the two.
Because currently we have foam and we want a little more structure and support.
Basically, yeah. And so if I do that, then it'll help cut down on any of this, and
Even if just having it foam would cut down on that, but we really avoiding putting on the backing because we still want access to the interiors for reasons.
Correct. Which that could work too. I mean, we could potentially make a backing that had just holes, and we could make panels and everything fit into. It's not like I haven't done that before.
Lost Wax Oz, the person that we're following their tutorial, they cut into the back multiple times.
That's
because
true.
Because they have to access things and they just cut little holes to get into it, which is not that big of a deal, but that's why I was like, let's not cut the holes. Let's see if we can figure out what we need and then make it accordingly.
Okay,
Because we get to see his mistakes and then decide I want to try a different way and then end up doing it the same way anyways.
Yeah,
Because
it's Proton Pack and it's just the way it's going to go together.
Right. There's
Whose
no
long
right or
brown
wrong
hair
way
is
to do
glued
it.
into the pack?
I have no idea.
No idea.
It's called Home Seasonings.
Well, that's what it is, yes.
Yeah. They say in wedding dresses that if a married woman sews their hair into the hem of a wedding dress, you'll have a long and prosperous marriage. But if a single lady sews her hair into a wedding dress, she'll the single lady that wears in the thing will meet a match and have a happy marriage.
So either way, it's a positive.
Exactly.
Well, that's good.
But
I was waiting for one to be a negative.
But
You'll be eaten by a shark.
No, but honestly, I think it's just that we humans shed hair, and when you're sewing, hair gets stuck in the hem of a wedding dress. Ask me how I know. I've gotten in trouble for that, because it's like, oh shit, there's a hair that got stuck in there. What's this?
Love watch. So I enjoy being on Reddit. And I like looking at a lot of people's homemade Lego stuff that they build. And I remember looking at someone's like VW hot rod they just recently made. There's this big hair right across the front. It wasn't a short and curly, at least, but it was just like, Yeah, well, there's a hair.
Probably got snapped in the bricks when they're putting it together.
Probably did. At least you know it shouldn't be a render if it's got a hair in it, right?
I feel like these are the things that Batman uses to make his punch hit harder.
Possible.
Dude,
Old school, you just rolls of coins.
Right?
Yeah, I remember seeing that comic book a long time ago and asking, it's like, why did he drop 2 rolls of quarters? Like, we had him in his hands to punch harder. And it was at a time when dropping $10 of rolls and quarters was a lot of freaking money.
Honestly, it's still a lot of money.
It's still a lot of money, it's true.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
The wire pile isn't right there, so I don't know
yeah,
how
I'm
to
not
help
quite
you.
sure where the wire pile went, so I'm not sure.
I spy my little eye.
Yeah, I probably picked it up, tried to do something nice with it.
Let me put this where I won't lose it is the worst thing I can ever say.
They were 22-inch. Okay. So one of the things I'm working on at home as well. So in addition to everything else, sorry. Hi. Odin's being distracted. Do you mind? Okay, sorry. Over the past month or more, I've been contacted by a few different companies to do review videos. Mm-hmm. I love the fact that I've put out, 2 videos in the past, how long? A lot of live streams, but produced videos. Like 1 annually at this point, right? And I'm still being sent 3D printers and other items to review. And so what I was working on yesterday, Bamboo, the 3D printer company, sent us, because I'm absolutely laying shotgun and run with this thing, because it's filament 3D printing, not my thing, not my forte. It's like, ugh. Anyway, and they got it all set up already, and it's just cranking out stuff. It's like, all right, that's pretty cool. Trying to make an enclosure for it. I've learned, and I fully believe that putting any 3D printer into an enclosure, so it cuts out drafts from open doors, it cuts out drafts from air conditioning.
Limiting exterior factors that can contribute to a less than stellar print. Makes sense to me, honestly.
As well as when the heat increases inside the canister, it reduces the humidity, which is something else you're fighting, because you don't want water vapor turning into steam.
These restuck together, that's good.
Okay, good.
I was really worried about that, because they were kind of popping apart. Like, they are a little popped apart. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
You were mentioning humidity and heat, and then I was thinking, oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, no, that's
it's
okay.
It's very warped on this end.
The WonderCon, they talked about how they come apart.
I wonder if we run a row of stitches like this just to hold them in key places. That's the seamstress in me.
Do you want to do that with a machine or by hand? That's going to be a by hand thing, isn't it?
No, I'd do a machine, but I'd use a sacrificial needle. Nothing
right,
that
because you're gonna hit
between the wires, because the needle, when it hits, it'll go to this.
It should go to the side. As long as it doesn't really skewer the vinyl coating, it just gets stuck. I mean, I can see it missing the wire, but okay, you're shrugging. You're right. Doesn't matter.
Will it stop me? No. Are there ways to help with this issue? Yes. You can oil your machine. Specifically, put a drop of oil on your needle, and it'll...
Okay.
Because this is a gonk. The stick. Sorry, let me use real human words.
That's okay. Gonk is a droid. Gonk, gonk.
The sticky buildup on the inside of the tape is what I'd be really worried about with the sewing machine, more than hitting the metal wires.
Oh, okay.
Because you can sew sequins and other wires and things and zigzag over. It's not a big deal. Like that, this needle will hit and just go to the side. It does that with fibers. What I'm worried about is more the gunk factor, because when your needle starts getting full of gunk, it doesn't want to push through and get stuck, and it pulls the thing back up with it, so then it doesn't want to work. And a dot of oil on the needle, and using a sharp needle, but not like you don't need a fresh needle.
No, not a fresh needle, just a sharp needle.
Just like a sacrificial needle. I only say sharp because we're going through gunky layers, and you just want...
Makes me think about doing a lot of cutting on duct tape with scissors, and it gets covered with gunk because the adhesive's sticking to the blades.
Yep.
Okay.
Alcohol or
alcohol or acetone or whatever.
Yeah, hand sanitizer. The gel kind of is my favorite, but yeah, also Gooby Guns. Yes, no.
Okay.
It makes sense. It's not saying we necessarily have to do it, but I'm just saying that this is starting to come apart, and one of the tools in my toolbox, I go, oh, maybe I could just stitch it. And
if you want,
hold them, but
you're welcome to. Do you want to take it home and stitch it?
Not right this second. I think we should build the other one first.
Okay.
And see what we can do. But this does, like, okay, how can we fix this? I know we're going to twist it, but it's going to get worse if we start twisting it.
We start twisting it, it's just going to come apart more.
Yeah, it's just going to exasperate the situation, but, like, a staple.
Yeah.
A stapler just kind of keeping them all, like, in a straight line and make it look like it's meant to do that.
Yep. Still haven't gone to the Goodwill to try and find a laminator.
Oh, yeah. Just to really smoosh
Yeah.
it. But then the heat also helps separate it. So
Yeah,
even if we smoosh it really well,
Right.
the heat, we've had record-breaking heat all summer frickin' long. And
Yes.
this is affecting crafting.
Yes.
Damn it, Jackie. I can't control the weather.
So this is a set of drawer slides. My plan was with the case for the bamboo was because there's a whole bunch of stuff you have to attach to the top and play with the backs. You kind of need access to all of it. So if you put it in the case, you can't get access. But if I put it on a pair of drawer slides, you open up the door, you can pull the whole machine out. But I need a set of 24-inch drawer slides, and this is 22, so it's a little short.
Yeah. And it does make a big difference.
Yeah, it does make a difference. Because it's...
That's a whole balance beam.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I know what a balance beam is. I don't know how that relates, but I'll really...
Well, I'm just thinking, you know, like if you could do gymnastics on this much of a surface, that's a big... You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
It's a lot without being that much at the same time. I can understand the value.
The 2 inches is going to make a difference?
Yeah, of workable space.
It could. Because you're also going to be fighting the doors that open up and a whole bunch of other things.
And getting around and doing stuff and balancing and... Yep.
So yeah, are there videos coming up? Yes! Are they going to be full-on build videos? There's a Bamboo A1 with the AMS system. There's a Bamboo Mini with the AMS system. The AMS is a automatic material selector? No. Yeah? I can't quite... I'm trying to get cues, and I'm saying I'm wrong. It's the thing that has 4 different of the same type of material going into the head so it can change colors, right? It still has one print head. It's got 4 different colors of filament going into it. And it'll put one in, and then it knows to stop and retracts it and discards it, and then puts in a new one and starts printing again. So you can print up to 4 different colors in the same print at effectively the same time. It's one at a time, but...
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Same with embroidery machines. You have to switch the threads.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a thread. It's a filament.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
no,
exactly what it
I
is.
completely get it. It's overlapping technologies, and maker's gonna make, and you appreciate the right tool for the job that makes it easier, because it's not gonna stop you.
Yeah, no, and they print really good.
That's good to know.
And currently waiting for Elegoo because they sent us a washing cure station, and the Elegoo Mars 5 Ultra is on the way. Should be getting that Tuesday, which is actually exciting because that's a pre-release system. That's
so
actually
you get
not
the
available.
latest technology that you can't get otherwise.
It's a 9K resin printer. I'm still excited about resin printing because that always works so much better for me.
Yeah. No, I like resin prints. Like
Yeah.
when I see the final product, resin prints are my favorite because they just feel real. Where they don't have as much registration lines,
Right.
they don't feel as brittle, but it's also only what I've been exposed to, because most of my exposure to 3D prints have been the broken ones at SAC.
Yes.
So I have a lot of experience with broken, but that is the
Yes.
what is that fallacy called? The survivor's fallacy.
Survivor's fallacy. Yes, exactly. Oh, well, we got to repair where these planes were shot because they keep coming back shot there. No, you got to repair. Yeah.
They're the ones that are making it back. So
those soft spots are okay.
yeah. So I'm seeing the fails of 3D prints more than I see the success stories because I'm in the helping of the failure. I don't know, but yes.
Yes.
Question. Probably shouldn't ask you this, but because Gonzo, did he contact you about the tiny houses yet?
No.
No?
Well, not recently.
Not recently?
Gonzo, still our friend, working on an upcoming project that's basically train miniatures on a dress.
Yeah, so I was just wondering if he's talked to you about those yet, because he's supposed to ask you about that.
I think we talked a while ago because I've currently got a 6K printer. What do these numbers mean? If you don't know, I'm sorry. I'm going to go really quick. I'll try not to mansplain for an hour and a half. When you're printing with resin, you're using a video screen to create a outline of how the next layer of liquid resin is going to be exposed to light. It's a lot like silk screening on a t-shirt, just repeatedly until it builds up. So the old printer I had that I was really happy with was a 2K. It had a 2K resolution. Your home TV probably has 4K. Shop Grumman bought a 6K a few months ago, and that thing's really cool. And now they're sending us a 9K, which this just means that, like she says, the detail lines keep getting tinier and tinier and smaller, so it'll probably work really well for Gonzo's houses.
Yeah, especially since he wants to do some fun detailing.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering if he's contacted you, and then me being nosy going, can we like get some screw holes engineered into that? Is that something I ask him when he's 3D modeling it, so that I could put washers behind it?
Effectively, yes. Asking him up front is good. We can put some holes in it before it goes to the printer while we still have the digital solid, but he may have a better idea on how it's supposed to attach.
Because if I think about the attaching, like if I'm having the ability to have it printed,
right?
Well, could I just build in my attaching system as opposed to thinking my attaching system
after the fact
post where I'm going to attach my 3D print to it? You know, like, can I have screw holes and washers and a screw and just?
Yeah, absolutely. We can absolutely put in pilot holes for screw holes. Even just like if I could have pins so that I could. Right. The screw hole probably needs to be big enough that, because the resin is actually a little bit brittle, you will either have to literally tap it with a machine tap like you would a piece of aluminum, or you just make the hole big enough that the screw can fit in, and then the glue holds it in place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I also could do washers on the back
with
the little thing. So, anyways, just
Yes.
There's a middleman, and have they communicated?
I talked to Gonzo a while ago about it, and I believe the last time he and I talked, my basic response was yes, but I haven't heard from him in a month.
Okay, because we talked, and he's like, well, it's going to be 2 weeks that I'm going to be out of town on a project. And so
that
I
makes
thought
sense.
he talked to you before that, or if he... Anyways.
No. I know he was pretty excited about the outcome of the airport sign, so I think he wants to do other projects in the future, too, which I'm excited about, because I got to bill him.
Fun projects, right?
Yes.
Right.
Projects that pay. Big plus. For any of you who are watching in the future and aren't members of my Discord, I did post works in progress pictures as well as some of the final pictures like the one from the bee to my Discord for this sign that I'm talking about, as well as we've been posting pictures with all the 3D printers. So yeah, if you want to keep up with some of the weird things we're talking about, please check out, patreon.com/Odin Makes and figure out how to get onto the Discord, because it's fun to talk to you guys.
Yeah, it's a fun little community. And that's all the people who are watching right now
Yeah,
for the
is.
next 2 more minutes.
I knew that. That's what I was trying to say. For all those of you in the future, because right now, the first little bit of each show is held in reserve for those who are part of my Discord, part of my Patreon. It's a private thing. It's only their voices are being heard in the live chat. But in a little bit, we're going to reach over and click the stream over to becoming public. Again, this is, I know, talking to future people who aren't watching now.
But thank you for being here. Welcome.
Thank you all for being here, and especially thank you, kind future viewer who are watching me not say this live, because that is greatly appreciated. But if you do want to catch us, we're going to be here every other Sunday-ish. It kind of moves around because life stuff happens and cons are coming up. Yeah. I know Sunday doesn't always work for everyone.
Sunday, someday.
So yeah, my schedule is, because I was trying to figure out how to go see Alien Romulus, and my friend Professor Mojave wants to see it Sunday morning. It's like, well, I got a live stream, this week, of course it's not out yet. Next week, I'm at the Weekend Blender, the con in Sunrise Mall. Week after that, I've got a live stream. Week after that, I'm at SAC Anime in the Convention Center. Week after that, I got a live stream. So I think it'll be out of the theaters potentially by the time I have a Sunday free.
Okay. Because I won't be able to live stream the rest of this month.
That's fine.
But I will be able to after SAC Anime.
Right on.
So.
If you have time or interest, you are, of course, always welcome to SAC Anime.
Yeah, I was planning on going this year.
Sweet.
Yes. Fun problems, right?
Yes.
We have people in the chat. I've been ignoring you guys.
Sorry.
We got some other birthdays going on.
Oh, we do?
Yes. Not till next month.
Yeah.
I'm coming up within the 11 months. Okay. Ben Lynch was late because he was watching the new episode of One Piece.
Okay.
I haven't caught up yet. I kind of am stuck in the 600s right now, lost.
Is One Piece wrapping up?
I doubt it.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
It's the show that never ends.
Yeah.
And it goes on.
One of those that
friends.
was running forever, I thought had a. Yeah, no, that's wrong, but that's the end. I want to edit.
What are you doing? Oh, yeah, letting everybody in.
I think. Oh, my glasses on and I can't
Bless
see.
you, Bean. Yes.
There's the edit button. Sorry. Get down here, unlisted to public. Done. And where's the one about how to style playlists? Ghostbusters and live streams. Done. Save.
There we go.
Public.
So we're live?
We're now live.
Welcome. Welcome to our stream.
Welcome to our stream. You were looking at...
Just comments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We got some people here.
Right on.
And Jerry King Cosplay was late because his son won't give him 5 minutes of peace.
Ah, darn you, mini Jerry Can Cosplay. No, it's all good. Jerry, your kid's cool.
Yes.
I haven't actually met him in person, but a little bit we've ever interacted like over streams or phone or whatever. Yeah, he seems really cool.
Yes. So, welcome everybody.
Yes, welcome. And we've gone to public. Not that that means a whole lot yet, but basically the stream is now discoverable by anyone on the internets. And hello, everyone who's coming in. That isn't necessarily here yet. I wish I knew where I did with a box of wire.
I have no idea.
Yeah, a lot has happened in this space since we started doing this because the Emmys got built and the sign got built and I had a storage unit that I was paying for that emptied out and brought in here in order to try and reduce monthly bills, and that caused. Thank you very much again, Hire for Hire and Adaptable Gamers Incorporated, because both of you came out and gave me a hand with putting everything up.
Yeah, I feel really short in this room, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's got a tall ceiling.
Like, I feel like everything cleaned out of here, and then everything got taller. So, like,
Yeah.
as it got organized, I feel like I got shorter.
Because how things got organized, there's the 3D print room that we built a few years ago, which gave us a loft area to be able to store stuff, which happens to almost be the same footprint as the storage unit that was being paid for. So a lot of stuff went up there, and then over to the other wall. That's just a wall of either empty or potentially empty boxes. It's basically industrial waste. So that entire wall that goes all the way to the 16-foot ceiling of boxes is for use to repack other crap into a consistent sized box.
Kind of gives me the feeling of the Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, it does. I've joked about it before, but it's got it now.
Yeah. Well, you did have the Ark of the Covenant case-looking thing for the Emmy. And then,
I did, yeah.
and now it just feels like it belongs.
Yeah, I don't miss not having the Emmys in here. I'm glad those are gone. That helped a lot.
Yes.
But yeah.
Jetstream Win says this project has been going on for a long time.
This project's been going on for a way long time because we keep dragging our heels.
Why do we keep dragging our heels?
There's elements that we're worried about doing, elements that frighten us because we don't, by design, we're not spending a lot of time non-stream working on it, right? Because up till now, the projects that we've done, which we only wanted to do in the live stream, we could do that with. This thing requires more research, which I just don't put my head into, as well as buying some electronics, which we've priced out a couple of times, and I keep coming up with, wow, I don't have enough to pay my bills this month. I can't buy electronics. So we're dragging the project out.
Maybe we should do a fundraiser.
Maybe,
eventually.
Yeah, eventually. But no, it has been taking a long time, and I'm sorry.
What are the steps we still have to do?
I'm down for side quests, because doing something that can get done is always fun.
Right? Having the feeling of accomplishment.
Yes.
Yes, no, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, it weighs on us as well, it not being done, because it's been...
And we know we can finish projects.
Yeah.
Like the night before if we have to.
Basically, yeah.
The night of.
Yeah, been there. Don't
right?
like it.
How many times is it like, I need you to build this thing by tomorrow morning?
Way too many times.
Yep. I feel like that's the story of our friendship. I needed this.
Right.
Yana.
Where are we at? So we've been crossing things out. 2021 Lost Wax Designs, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. But we started this Year of the Tiger. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jasper Ashling says, "Hey Odin, I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan and a fan of yours for a while, and I love these streams."
Awesome. Hello, Jasper. Thank you. I actually love the streams too. I know I don't get a lot done during the streams, but I love getting a chance to talk to you guys during the streams. The interaction is what I love about the streams.
Yeah. Jasper Ashling says, "Hang on, don't cross the streams if you're crossing things out."
Right?
BW Football says, "Hello, you're my favorite YouTuber."
Oh, wow. Thank you, BW Football. Oh, wait. Talking to you. That's awesome. No, okay, yes. Thank you, BW Football.
Mariah Wood says, "Hola, mates."
Ah, hello, Mariah.
And we got Harold Alvarado saying, "Oda, buenas tardes, descende Colombia."
Hello from Colombia, I believe, right? Good afternoon from, well, shoot.
Yeah.
Most of South America is further east than we are. For all I know, it's good evening for him.
It is good evening. Tardes
Okay.
is evening.
All right.
Buenas is good. Tardes is evening. I don't know the other word, and I'm just assuming I'm from.
Yeah, that would probably make sense.
But I like that at least in Spanish, the vowels always make the same noises. It's always a, e, o, u. So it's always going to make those noises. So when you can read Spanish, the E's always going to go
E.
Yeah.
Okay.
The I goes E. Anyway.
Because the vowels are the same.
But it
it's okay,
always
the vowels
makes
aren't the
that
same in English either, so
it's like sometimes I can read Spanish, but I still don't know what it says. If that makes any sense.
It does.
BW Football says I'm talking to both of you. So.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
And
So
Electric Star, welcome.
Hello, Electric Star. I'm really glad all you guys are joining in. Thank you. I'm sorry that this wasn't publicly posted. I only posted to my Discord about we're going to be going live streaming today, but for those of you that found us and jumped in, thank you very much. Hello! We're still trying to get caught up without catching up everyone on what we've been talking about for almost an hour already. We're trying to figure out where the hell we are with this project, what part we're doing next. I know I didn't throw the wire away. I just don't know where it went. I think I felt like I was done with it. I wonder if it's in the other catering box.
Oh, yeah, that box.
Yeah.
I was going to say something, and I completely forgot what I was going to say.
I talked
No worries,
to you.
I got distracted, because it is Giant I Spy in here. And I am really good at I Spy. And so it's like, ooh, challenge, where is it? But is that still Ghostbusters stuff, or is that now other project stuff?
It's still some Ghostbusters. Those belts I found at the gas station. There's fabrics. There's the package to the PKE meter. So there's not much. Oh, there's a little tiny Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in here. There's not much Ghostbusters in here, but there's still some.
So I did bring the tiny Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Yeah.
Okay, because he always gets into everything. Oh, he looks even angrier than usual. Let's see.
I've been shoved in a box.
This little guy right here. There's no zoomed in ones.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're looking for what we need.
Fix that.
You can? I'm on camera 4.
Okay.
Is that camera 2?
This is camera 2.
There you go.
That's about as close as it gets.
All right. 2. Cut. Ah, he's getting a little toasted.
A little toasted.
I feel like him hidden on a pack would be hilarious. I think it's just like a good little charm.
Right. Now, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire feels like it kind of came and went. Did it? I mean, did it? I didn't get it. I didn't take the chance to see it. I didn't take the time to see it. You did see it. But
I saw it.
Okay. Did it? Was it good?
I enjoyed it.
Okay, good.
Only thing I was upset about is that they gave me a trailer that told me the whole story right before I saw the movie.
That's
so
right.
I was like, screw you guys.
Yeah, that's right. I'm glad they didn't do that for Deadpool versus Wolverine, which is the last movie I did see in the theater. And remember you talking about that, I was like, oh, come on, don't. And they didn't at all. It was more alien stuff than it was Deadpool. It was great.
Yeah, so that was my only complaint, was because it gave away any surprises in the trailers, and I was like, so. But I did enjoy the storyline.
Good. I do want to see it.
Yeah.
So we're distracted as all.
You opened this up. We looked for some wires.
I opened this up, looked for some wires. Somebody was asking what step we were on, and it's like a flip through this. We made it in some way to the end, but we skipped over things.
Yes, we totally jumped around. We skipped over
like
bells and whistles, gluing the back on, and
right.
I think that's the main things that we skipped. Were just like actual electronics and getting the back attached.
Yeah.
We got the wands and everything. Do we need to do painting or distressing of any kind? I know that thing needed these things to be so the wire's exposed. I mean the copper's exposed.
Oh, right.
Like little things. Like there's a bunch of little things, but we've been bouncing around
so much and then drug out just making the cables for so long.
So this is why I have a
master plan, which of course I'm not organized enough to follow.
I printed out, we could scratch it off and keep going. And then also project bins. So project bins and master plans help me keep my craziness harnessed in. So there are records of what should be where and when and how.
Well, I have to go back and rewatch years of live streams. Yeah, the fact that we went from being a weekly show to bi-weekly show, and then even then get side quests all the time. I mean, I can see why this gets...
We totally drug it out, but it also was a long-term project when we pulled it up. Why haven't you done this one as a regular build video? Because it is not a do-it-in-a-week project.
No,
if you want
it never
to do
was
it nicely.
for me. Yeah.
And so, it's a long-term project. And part of long-term projects is just letting it not get worked on. Like, I have things that are, like, almost finished. 5 more minutes and they'd be finished. But
they're still waiting.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. No.
I shouldn't jump in.
No, but it's that thing. It's just like, my brain doesn't want to work on that project.
Right.
And unless there's an outside factor forcing me to work on that project, it may not always happen in a timely manner.
Yep. Like, I've been excited about doing a couple of other non-Ghostbuster project things.
Yep. But... You've had the Alice packs for these for years. So
I have. Yes. Professor Mojave and I talked about doing Ghostbusters stuff in the 90s. And so I started collecting parts and thinking about it then. So I'm used to this being a forever project.
Right. Scratching it off.
Yeah, that's probably a horrible noise for the mic.
Probably. I wonder if a rotary tool would be a good one, like the polishing side.
Maybe.
I don't know. There's a million ways to do anything, but that's just something that needs to happen. Is this needs to get scraped off so you can see the wire. But it's just little details like that.
Okay. Well,
we got stickers on.
We got stickers on.
I do like,
and
our
they're still
stickers.
stuck. They've been on here. You know, the wires are delaminating, but the stickers are pretty happy.
Despite
so the
layer
Moby stickers
of
are
dust.
great. Despite the layer of dust.
Yeah, I saw on one of the pack sets, the Stockton Con, they had metallic stickers, and I was like, ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
But then I was like, do they all need to be metallic? Or was it just like maybe one or two? But then
I think the clippered valves are supposed to be metallic. Not just the tops, I think the stickers themselves.
No, I know. I was just feeling the difference. But, and we have that little bit of tape at the top that's silver and scratched up.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I think it looks nice, honestly.
Oh, good. I do too.
I am not unhappy with our stickers. I just noticed that they had the metallic ones, and I honestly don't feel like I'm missing much.
Okay, by not having metallic ones?
Yeah. It's a little detail, and if I had it, I'd show it off, but not having it doesn't make me feel inferior in any way.
Okay, that's good.
If that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, these things have a solid layer of dust on them.
Oh, yes, they do.
No need for distressing, right? Just
Not
leave
really.
it.
I'm still a little too aggressive. Funny is there was a box of sanding pads, and I think they just got moved. Here we go. Let's put it away. So one of the other things I got that I'm kind of excited about working with, and I have a little bit, but I really need to get in and do a video.
What?
Creatality sent me a 3D scanner. So this is actually a handheld scanning device that you'd use to scan your head, props, and different things. And I just really need to work with that. It's one of those I was excited to. Yeah, it happened actually a while ago.
Because I was talking to you, I wanted to scan my dress form and then print it out as a pattern. But yes, lots of applications for that one tool. I'm in project mode, so my brain is not talking words right now.
That's okay.
I'm like, oh, look it. Can I do this? No, I can't. Oh, look at that.
There you go. Now, what's interesting to me is it seems like I'm losing a lot of the copper.
Really?
Yeah, it's very silver. So I don't know if this is just a copper cover. How are you doing? You still retaining good copper?
Yeah.
All right, you've got the better, because this thing is scratched up and is very silver.
Yes.
Yes. Keep going with your Stay Puff.
Yeah. He just got in the way.
Just gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Okay.
Well, and I'm also kind of wondering if I do the little polishing side versus the metal thing, but I don't know.
The metal thing is probably
Working
the right choice for getting the creature cast off of the wire.
Yeah, it's working great.
And what's great is and to me, what's nice is what it's glued to is black. So if creature cast gets scratched off of the ladder, the plastic the ladder's made out of is still black. So whatever.
Yeah, it's really not touching that. Like when I nick it, the not wire part is not.
It's not doing anything to it?
No, it's not taking it off. So. Yeah, the right tool for the job makes it really easy, but trying to figure out what the right tool is sometimes.
It's funny to me as you talk about the rotary tool, and usually it's my go-to tool. I never considered the wire brush. I kept thinking other things, so I was just going for other similar. No, it looks great. Here,
let's do the other one.
Please do the third one that hasn't been done.
Oh yeah, that took off all of the copper. Yeah. That is silver.
So I'm kind of curious if the wire wheel
It is, because if you look on the ends, it's silver, see? So it's copper on the outside.
So it's copper on the outside. So I sanded all the copper off.
Yeah.
Helping!
Yeah, see? These are really nifty little tools, and I always forget I can use them for other things.
Mm-hmm.
Like drilling little holes. I never think to use my rotary tool for that. What does it do? Drill holes.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm going to step in front and switch to 3. Oh, or I'm not, because I never plugged 3 into the...
Oh no!
Oh no! I set the camera 3 up, I never plugged it into the switcher, so it's not going to do anything. Apologies. Let me just plug that in. That might work a whole lot better. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's try that again.
Try it again.
So you can pretty plainly see this is the one. So with my knuckles, this is the one that I did with the sanding sponges, and the one that Felicia's working on is still copper. These were welding rods from Harbor Freight Tools. They're just copper welding rods, or brazing rods, or whatever the heck they are.
Yeah. So yay! Not bad.
No, it works great. Happy. We did something. Tune in next week when
we made slight progress.
We made slight progress. Incremental progress.
We aren't standing still. Now, does that being worn down bother you, or is it better distressing? I think it's natural distressing, and it doesn't bother me one bit.
No, it doesn't bother me either. I'm not worried about it.
If somebody notices that one of my rods is slightly copperer than my other rod, I'd be like, well, thank you for noticing the details.
Well, we didn't just
Did it
post it to
myself.
the internet and told it to dozens of people.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. But if somebody notices,
Yeah.
like, that's the thing. Like, the end of the day,
Yes.
like, we have these sets and we build them and we try and match everything up. And your job sometimes is to make sure that this is the same as that. And it's the tiniest details. But then at the end of the day, if you forgot something and someone notices, it's like, oh, I don't care. Like,
Yep.
if you do your job well, nobody notices. Like,
Yes.
like nobody knows you exist.
Yes.
If your job is done well, you are invisible.
Yes.
If you are screwing up, everybody knows.
And as an editor, that's exactly the way it works.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you're a good editor, nobody notices.
Oh, my gosh. If my set is gorgeous and immaculate, people they get lost in the story, in the place, in the set.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's if you do your job well, people don't notice. But they will notice if it's done not well. Like, ew, what's that garbage?
Yeah, exactly. Why is that thing there? Yes.
Yes. Okay, I have been neglecting the chat, but that's okay. I was working with the rotary
We
tool.
were actually working on something.
Making progress-ish.
Ish.
What goes in the center? Because we popped something off.
We did. The bumper, the roll cage thing.
Oh, yeah, because we need to attach that, but we can't attach that until
We had, at least until we had
it painted.
Creature Cast, which now that it's got Creature
So
Cast,
we can actually start
we
to
can
attach
potentially attach that, yeah. I think we need to add something to this, yeah. A
Because
little
it
more to
was
that.
attached there.
Yeah, but that seems really tight.
Do you want to do it a higher up? But then will it reach the bottom if you raise it?
Well, maybe that's the right spot. I don't know. Someone viewing will let me know. Let us know what we should do.
Yeah.
And then it becomes, I mean, do we want to weather this with that off or with it on? We can put it on so it's got...
The natural weathering that it would protect this place from getting
what's not
knocked
here?
anyways.
Well, I guess I got some contact cement here. I got a little tiny jar in the Cosplay repair kit.
Oh, that's crazy.
But the
you
big-
not having
But
contact
my big
cement
thing of
because this
contact
is like
cement,
the
I took
whole
it home.
reason. So you need a second one, is what you're saying. One for home and one for here.
Yeah. Or maybe if I just combine this with home so it's all in one place. That would be good.
Yes. Let's see. We got a lot of people here.
Sweet.
Chronicle Props wants to know, can we get a good look at the 2 packs, what the packs currently look like? I haven't joined in a while. So.
How else 4 gonna show us? Okay. I can pick one up too. I mean, it's just like, this is probably the better shot.
Ta-da!
This is pretty much where we at for the packs, where we are at for the packs. There are pieces that we have that aren't put in, like we've got the pipes that come out from here. We've got the wire made. Finally, that took a little too long.
Honestly, I think it needs something to help laminate it together, because as soon as we twist it, it's just going to fall apart.
Right, so we're still back to the whole, do we just buy, we made it, do we just buy wire and set this aside?
We'll get an old printer and just use their printer wire.
That'd be nice. We got the Neutrino ones and the Neutrino ones. Those are pretty much made. They're in the box next to me, I think.
Okay, so I'm like, I don't see those. I just got...
But it's kind of the same thing where they're pretry much built, but there's a lot of details we haven't put on because of weathering,
we need to put
painting,
a rumble pack in there too.
and electronics. And that's still the biggest roadblock for me is electronics, because I've gotten a lot of really good information from a lot of really friendly viewers, and I failed to put it together into a master plan so I could keep track of it.
And I don't have that information compiled to print it out for him,
Right.
so that is...
Now, most of it's in my email, so I can still find it. But the whole idea of we have to wire these things together and put all the electronics together is actually probably the single biggest mental roadblock for me.
So we need to put together a master plan for that.
Yes.
Especially since it hasn't been done already by Lost Wax Oz, because he gave us the...
He gave us what we were
skeletal.
doing. Yeah. Here's
Yeah.
this thing with a few lights and a glow stick.
And we're like, okay, let's take that and go with it. And the going with it is the hard part. So
Right. We actually got a chance to talk to Ben Eady about going with it, and that gave us more ideas. And
That's why I'm stuck on the rumble packs. Like,
Yeah.
if we don't have bells and whistles, like, we don't have to have noise. That does, like, we don't have to have everything. But
Right.
if we could have the rumble pack, that would be...
that would be good.
Right.
It really would.
Because there's ways you can stash, like, a smoke pencil or things to make fun effects. Like,
Right.
But... Yes. So...
Is anybody telling us anything about the bumper bars? Shall we go ahead and glue those on? Or, I mean, I think we can weather around them because they're not weathered that heavily. We're not making
Honestly, I
post-apocalyptic
feel
packs.
like the bumper bar in place when weathering will make the weathering more natural because the bumper bar will protect certain areas from heavy weathering because that's its purpose of keeping it from being bumped. So I think it's important it's in place when we start to weather because any of the spray and things like that would hit this naturally.
Okay.
In my opinion. But
I am not going to argue that because, yeah, I can agree with that.
Super dusty.
Super dusty. And of course, being in a box, I got bent because I'm not taking care of my stuff.
Heat gun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Odin turned off the sun. It got dark. Oh, when you switched over. Okay.
When I tried to, I error. It does say put a piece of scrap, which I think we did, but it looks like I'm thinking I still want a second piece of scrap.
I know, but you have to be careful because it matches perfectly up at the back. Like, it hits where it's supposed to with the piece that's currently on it.
Right. Well, I'm doing that, and I kind of have to squish it, which probably is right. No, that makes it flat. All right.
So just think about, like, if you add to here, you have to add to here and here too.
Okay. No, won't touch it.
This is the little bit more thick than these, though. So at least there's that.
That is a little bit more thick than those? Okay.
Ever so slightly. Where's the measuring?
There's a few in there.
There's lots of measuring things.
There's lots of measuring things. Yeah, okay.
Ah!
Contact cement. And I think we'll probably need to rough up the creature cast surface.
Yeah.
We'll just use top stick.
It would hold it for a bit.
Yeah, it would, actually.
I like top stick. It is a very user-friendly material.
Foam mustache you made for Mechagodzilla last year?
Uh-huh.
That then went through the wash is still stuck to my X-Tool laser.
Yep. I also like the Elmer's spray adhesive for quilting because you can re-stick it and re-stick it, but it doesn't leave a residue.
Well, that's really cool.
So it kind of has this. Yeah, it has a similar effect, but it's not as tangible as the tape. It's a glue version, a spray glue version. Jim C33 says, actually, the bumper doesn't touch the cyclotron. There's a space in Ghostbusters 1 and a spacer in Ghostbusters 2 and 3.
Okay.
So,
but I think with the foam one, we need it for stability. And actually, in his instructions, he even talks about adding one. So while...
And it's so dark and black that you can't really see that it's there. You have to really look to see if there's anything, but...
I agree and appreciate the... Nope, that isn't the way it works.
No, yeah, it helps.
Yeah, there's at least one small bit of... We have to concede to the material of my choice, our choice, whichever choice this is.
Ad Vixen. Okay, who's willing to use their OCD to organize Odin's thoughts?
Oh God! Good luck.
Doomerdine Goofy Goober says, hello, Odin.
That's a fantastic name. Doomerdine Goofy Goober?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hi, how's it going?
He's a goofy goober.
No, yeah, I bet Doomerdine is. Oh, I can spell the context in it.
Been a minute? No.
Yes, and it's not in the case that I'm used to. It's actually just in an open jar, so...
Yeah. And that's actual contact cement and not rubber cement. Because my rubber cement's in that container and I have to make sure that I don't use it instead of contact cement because it is not the same thing. They are completely different.
Just trying to rough up the creature cast. Don't know how well contact cement glues strictly to creature cast, but it's like, I think we should probably...
It doesn't hurt to have a tooth.
Yeah.
Gives it something else to grab onto besides just the paint on the surface level of the foam.
Yeah, that was very much my thought.
Advixen, no, we need accuracy. Get those nuclear components in there. Totally 80s OSHA.
Yeah. It's awesome that I got to meet Advixen out at New York Comic Con last year. That was definitely a plus of that show. And I also greatly appreciate your attention to the weird little details into the pictures. In pictures. At this point, when taking pictures to post to Discord, it's always, all right, what's in the background? What is Advixen going to point out? Or what can I put in here just for Advixen to find?
Thank you for noticing.
Yes, thank you for noticing.
So, this little spot where the thing is?
Yeah, right in the center. Go for it. If you, mostly I was just trying to rough it up, but if you want to, if it ends up getting down to the foam, it's not going to hurt it too much.
I just figured it didn't hurt to give it a little tooth with this thing.
Yeah, no, it's not. And then it seems like it's going straight across to the two flat sides. So, and a complete change in how we typically do things. I'm using sandpaper and actually an emery board for fake nails, and Felicia's got power tools.
I like power tools. I genuinely do, and I really like that Ryobi has made them feel accessible, because sometimes you don't feel like, you feel like it's too much to use one, and I'm like, no, make the job easier.
Yeah.
And I'm done, you know?
Yeah, and you're done. And I'm now getting on to my last bit. Did you do the pack as well?
Yeah, that's the first part I got, right there.
Did you get the sides?
No, I did not get the sides, because I wasn't thinking about where it's going to
That's
attach or
fine.
anything like that. Marvel Guy is wondering if there's a way to reactivate contact cement if you haven't used it in a long time.
Yes. There are thinners for contact cement, basically the first couple of ingredients. Xylene and naphtha are two wonderfully toxic chemicals that are the thinners for contact cement. I've actually got some here. I have to go to a whole other state to buy it because you can't get it in California anymore.
There's a lot of those chemicals, turns out.
Yep.
A way to be safe.
Yeah. What's nice that the laws are you can't sell it in California. So it's not illegal to own it. It's not illegal to use it. You just can't sell it in California.
Okay, I didn't nick the front.
What's that?
I didn't nick the front. It caught and went all the way around. And I was like, oh no. I'm fine. And in all reality, I probably shouldn't be using a rotary tool with my hair down.
Well, there is that. I've talked about my friend...
Safety first, people.
Right. Talked to my friend Devin, right, a long time ago, using a wood lathe with his long braided goatee.
Woo!
Yeah! So he was, Devin was making like walking sticks and Gandalf-style smoking pipes to sell at the Renaissance fairs, right?
Yeah.
Just the business that he did. So he's turning some wood on his wood lathe. He turns it off so it's spinning down. That's important. And then he gets in with the old school, digital camera. This is before you had cell phones that could do everything for you. And gets down close to get a good picture, and it grabs his goatee, which is braided like 8 inches long, and just sucks his face right into the lathe, which it stops at that point because it no longer has any power. Hurt like hell, just click, his grimace on his face. He was all set to go, so click,
it's like,
and then he puts the camera down and extracts himself from the lathe. If it was still power, it would just rip the hair off his face. Yeah. Long hair and power tools, don't, no.
So it's the first rectangle on the pack itself?
I think so. I just kind of went, it's the one that's straight across. So, yes, it's the first one on both sides.
Okay. Yes. Let's see. Jimmy33 says, I think you should make the block double thickness, maybe. The pockets look great so far. Technically, the block is double the thickness of these washers. Because these are a 1/2 centimeter and the block is 1 centimeter.
Pretty close-ish. These are 6 and this is probably 20. Well,
so
it's not too late. I could add a little bit here. We could scoot it up a little bit.
But it matches up on the sides
all right,
here.
That's not what you want. It's fine.
Are you guys going to be upset if we don't add more than the spacer we currently have?
I'm still applying glue. We still have time for a consensus on this. That nope, it goes like that. And there's supposed to be a space behind, but
we could always do one way and the other way. But I don't think it's going to be like. There's no point.
I don't think it's going to cut down on the recognizability of what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. Your space is too spacey.
Yeah, I'm too spacey.
Is this a dead battery?
Probably.
Or just slow?
Possibly both. Probably dead battery.
Okay, because it feels like a dead battery.
Did you put a new battery in, or you just pick it up off the shelf?
I picked it up off the shelf.
With the battery on it?
No. I picked the battery off of the charging pack, but...
Oh, well, the charger should be okay. It should be dead that quick.
No, I know, but I just... Oh, I can always test it, duh. I like that you can push the button. It's charged.
Okay.
It's just slow.
Isn't there a speed on that one?
Not this one. Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Okay.
But... I'm like, this is so pathetic.
Yeah.
So... I didn't use a rotary tool before Ryobi gave me one, and the one I have that I absolutely love, the handle feels like one of those 70s microphones, so it's a metal aluminum one.
Yep, those are good.
And I love the way that feels in my hand. But one of the key features that I absolutely adore is the pedal.
Yes.
Because I can control the speed. I can go light and slow when I'm starting and then just really grind into it when I need to grind into it. And so I have complete control over the speed. And which... That's not a priority to Odin because you just kind of match, like, this is the speed I have to work with, let me just go because...
I've gotten used to using it, just this is what I got, and here we go. But, yeah, you're used to feathering the throttle on a sewing machine, so I'm assuming. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. So it was easy to transition, whereas, yeah, I can do that on a sewing machine, and I can do that while driving, but with a rotary tool, on, go. So when I was using the foot pedal, I just crushed it, and that was the end of it. So it was kind of pointless, other than I could turn it off easy.
Yeah, so just, is this the way it's supposed to be, or am I just,
Do what works for you. That's why the speed pedal is an optional piece.
Yep. I like that this one, you can kind of control it a little bit. Like, here, it's cute.
No, I like that one. It's low power, but out of the first 2 original ones they made, this was my favorite.
But low power is nice sometimes. Like, that's why I appreciate being able to control the throttle. Sorry, I cannot speak right now.
It's okay.
But I like the control of that. But also, there's times where I just want it low and slow, and then there's times where I'm like, oh no, I need
The only thing I wish that these had that they don't have is a reverse, which... I can appreciate because that's not exactly an easy thing to necessarily build into it. You would think it's just a polarity switch, but maybe it's more. Because the rotary tools, all the Ryobi ones, all the ones from Dremel, most of the ones I've worked with, all rotate in the same direction. And so when I'm working with foam, I have to go in the direction that it's going with, because if I go backwards, I can grind into the foam. Like putting brakes on a car. You just... But there are points with switching hands and switching foam that only being able to go in one direction makes it really hard. And if I could just reverse the direction of the wheel, then I could do, with the other hand or something in order to get a part that's just hard to see.
Yeah, no, I completely get it. I like dexterity, and I also like to switch hands. And not everybody can use both hands, and...
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. I don't know. I like versatility.
Ryobi heat gun. So one of the things that I find harder to use with the thicker contact cement when it gets a little bit older is that it's thicker and gloopier. And even with the heat gun to try and make it dry, I'm just drying the surface.
Yeah, so then you're encompassing the innards, and so then you're protecting those from the airflow of drying, so you kind of aren't speeding things up when you're speeding things up because you're technically slowing yourself down.
Yep.
Because of pudding skins.
Yeah, 100% that. It's like you get it. And I pretty much know you do.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm so sorry I'm not keeping up with all of your chats. Shop Gremlin's over there helping out, so I appreciate
that's good.
that. But, like, it's jumping around, but I do
It's okay. I mean, I say it's okay. We're actually building on it. So, you know, progress is being made.
Making progress.
For all I know, we got 2 Part 37 videos now. I can't believe this is Part 37.
I'm still covered in dust. Good thing I'm wearing black.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine. It's I was grinding. There we go.
Yeah.
So I need
that looks better. All right, do you want me to put it on, or do you want to put it on?
You can put it on. I will read and catch up.
That's fine. I just want to give you the option.
All right.
I don't want to take your project from you.
No worries. It is what it is. Chase Holkill says, "Man, I love seeing this project come together. Hey, look it's a little more together. It's stuck.
It's a little, yes, it's stuck. The bumper bar or roll cage or whatever it is on.
Gunny Brown, Felicia, thank you for your channel. Because of it, my husband had to make room for me in the shop." Love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love that people make things because honestly, I feel like I'm most mentally sane and healthy when I'm in my creative mode. So, Maker's gonna make.
Maker's gonna make. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun to work on the 3D printing enclosures and stuff. Even though I'm doing all that at home and not here.
It's still making.
It's still making.
My friend making bees.
Zone out on it. It's like, oh wow, it's 9 o'clock and I haven't had dinner. Yeah.
It is the creative flow and I love it. So thank you. And yes, make things. Maker's gonna make, right?
Right. And if you like to make things by baking, that's still making. So please enjoy, make.
Right. I made a Barbie cake this weekend. It was really cute. Yeah, did the giant boob pan, you know, the one that's the mound and then you stick the Barbie in the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, giant boob can. It's like,
pan.
Did you go buy a special tin from like the adult store?
I bought a special pan from the
for
store to make the Barbie cake.
The Barbie cake with the skirt. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And so I made one of those. That was fun. It felt like crafting because I made a full fancy dress out of frosting and flowers.
Yeah.
Mhm. So Baker's gonna bake. Maker's gonna make.
It's still crafting.
Right. DJ Stumpy, howdy doody doo.
Howdy doody doo.
How's it going, folks? Vision Crafts, you two married? No, not to each other.
Nope, not to each other.
Yep, I'm married.
I am not.
He is not. Yep. Ralph Morg, this is indeed a great project. It has become a bit of a worldwide collaboration.
Yeah, it has actually. Wow, yeah.
Brought to you by viewers like you.
There's so many people have pointed things out, given pointers. It would be near impossible to give proper thanks to everyone.
Right.
But no, I know Chase and then I'm immediately blanking on a bunch of the other names, but I know there's
Ben and Lynch has Bryce New.
Bryce New. And then there's one other person, not Emily, but something, who's sent me a lot of emails.
Yeah.
Probably because I don't think Bryce is the one that sent there's a whole series of really good how-to videos for building the goggles and the ghost trap that's in Spanish that somebody sent.
Oh, nice.
Remember, it's in the master plan now.
Oh, is it?
I was looking at the printouts again.
Where did the master plan disappear to?
But I'm trying to remember who sent me that information.
Oh, yeah, you did print all that out. I remember.
Yeah, Casa Fantasma is Spanish for Ghostbuster. I pronounced that totally wrong. I apologize to everybody who knows what they're talking about.
Keep on bustin'. He even signed it for you.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh, look at here's the circuit boards.
My containment unit is your containment unit.
Sounds a little personal to me. No, I'm teasing.
the most popular prop in sci-fi history. Go ahead if you want.
Camera 3.
Probably. Hopefully. It's the red blinky light prop from everything. It's like most Star Trek episodes and Airplane and Last Starfighter and Buckaroo Banzai and just everything. Yep. Thank you. Trying to find his name because I can't read his signature. And this we got like a year ago. Louis Cossey. Yes, that's exactly who I was thinking of. This guy emails me all the time.
Yes.
Thank you, Louis.
Here you go. You have the master plan back over here. Okay.
I needed space.
That makes sense. Just gotta keep it all together. Otherwise, it will get lost.
I've gotten so used to seeing these without the bumper, I forgot that we need to put them on still.
Well, there's all the little things we skipped for little reasons, and now we've accomplished those little reasons, and now we need to go back and finish them.
And one of the big little reasons was getting everything covered with Creature Cast.
It's casted and creatured.
Yeah, that was a while ago now. Even that was something that I was worried about getting done.
I thought we had like maybe another layer of distressing, some top, but like you said, we should attach this before doing the distressing.
Like I said, well, I guess I brought that up, but you're the one that went, no, we should do it. All right.
Yep. No,
I agree. Sense. We should do it.
Yep. Vixen says, Felicia, unless you're a dentist, don't sing into your grinder, please. No, please, that's terrifying. I don't want to think about that. Eastern 57 says, I have a Fordham and have been spoiled on all other rotary tools. I love the throttle pedal. It also has a reverse switch.
Which one was it called? The Fordham?
The Fordham.
Fordham. Is that? I've only seen one that has a reverse switch that Adam Savage talked about, which was a German tool. Is that the same ones like green? That's cool. No, the reverse switch would be very cool to have.
Right. There's little details on tools that you don't know until you know, and then you're like, oh, yeah. Like the knee knocker on a sewing machine.
Right.
Puts it up in a whole nother price point of sewing machines, hence why I don't have one at my own home.
So, for those of us who don't quite remember, I mostly do, what exactly does the knee knocker do?
It lifts the presser foot of your sewing machine with your knee so that you have two hands free to navigate complex shapes and corners and curves while you're sewing.
So, you get it all set.
You don't have to lift your hand out of the thing to lift up the thing to smoosh it. It helps with smooshing.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that knocking something with your knee helps with smooshing, which honestly makes a lot of sense.
Right. Easter 57. Pudding skins ruin everything.
Everything. What are you
looking for?
I got this fantastic tape measure from Cheese from the last time I saw him at a con. Must be a train outside.
Yeah.
Train stopping.
I think, yeah.
You need to cut the back, and one of the advantages of cutting the back out of hardboard instead of Sintra is we can laser it. Sintra's PVC, and you don't want to laser PVC because it creates a gas that's not only bad for you, it's bad for the optics.
Okay.
So.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's a whole chlorine gas thing.
So are you going to use your laser cutter?
It's 400, so maybe. So it doesn't quite. So
is it going to fit on the bed? Is what you're saying? And if you have to break it down,
where would you have to break it into? So if I use the one at home, I have to break it into different things. I've also got another one here, but I think it's enjoying the noise. So the X-Tool laser cutter that I have at home can do 300 by 600, so 1 foot by 2 foot, basically. That's millimeters, by the way. The other one over there that I haven't opened yet, I think is 400 by 400, or it's 420 by 420. And it
more has to do with the arms than the laser printer itself.
And it more has to do with the arms that moves it around, how much space it has. But that one still isn't an open architecture one quite like this one here is, the Atom Stack that I haven't used in a little while, where you can pick it up and move it around, but that's really hard to sync up to do a
matching
continuous
up lines,
cut.
Yeah, I wouldn't try because.
So yeah, I could see doing an open back for this, that layered together, but even that should be.
What if we just did a piece that was
You just do that hand too, and you don't have to cut it with the freaking lasers.
But lasers are so much fun.
It is fun.
I like the lasers. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to make my sewing projects get cut out with lasers. People keep talking about using like the projector to project your patterns. If I'm going through that effort, I want to just laser cut
the darn pattern. Yeah, you should be able to.
I could just put it on top and then make the laser cut out my lines.
Yeah.
If I'm making all the effort to make the lines,
yeah,
might as well make a laser cutter.
Yeah.
So, I would rather invest in a laser cutter than a projector, personally, because I want to cut fabric with robots. Make the robots do the unfun parts. Leave the creative parts to me, but that's not what's happening, is it?
But what's fun was
all hail the algorithm.
All hail the algorithm. What's fun, and that I noticed even yesterday trying to do things. Okay, that goes that way, right? Which way does this go?
This part goes into.
That part goes in, but I was trying to remember which way it went in.
This side needs to line up with that.
Yeah.
I don't know
which way, and I think it was just.
Yes.
So there's like minimal double pipes poking out. The fun part I ran into yesterday trying to make cases for the bamboo, generating the cut paths, generating the artwork to tell the machine how to cut stuff. I spend so much time doing that.
Right? No,
I enjoy it, but
you're not saving time because that takes time. Mentally, it takes time to design the patterns to have the lasers do the hard part. But the thing is a little more time up front. On the back end, you can create multiples at a faster rate, so your production time goes down if you do the upfront. But if you're only making a one-off, it may not make sense to put in all of that mental time to figure out the lasers to cut it. It might just take 5 minutes to cut it out by hand. Is that more of my hair?
No.
Oh, okay.
That is a living spider I was trying to not squish. Just a little tiny guy.
So.
Just didn't want to. I like spiders. Didn't want to squish them.
Don't blame me.
I prefer not to if I can avoid squishing them.
Steve D wants to know, are the bars darker as they are less dusty than the packs? LOL. Yes, that is exactly what's going on.
Yes. Do they look darker?
The backs are super dusty because every time I touch them, my hands are starting to like.
Yeah.
You can see my fingerprints. Like,
it's okay. It's natural weathering.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Can't pay for that kind of distress.
No, you can't pay for that.
Yes.
This starts getting into the whole electronics thing. There's blue lights that go inside the pipe. So
he used a broken
glue stick.
Not a broken glue stick, glow stick.
Right, glow stick. That makes a big difference.
And it's not technically broken, but a cracked,
yeah,
glow stick, not a broken glue stick. But we want to not just have it as a one-time, one and done thing. We want to be able to have a light.
This is a hard pack here.
You can drill.
And really
and there
make
is
this
already
attach.
A screw hole there that we could just follow.
Yeah, that'll make a big difference. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. As much as I'd love to just glue this in, just to have something else going on, my brain is like, no, hold off, because it's gonna be. You'll have to grind. You would have to. I said you. The pipe that I'm poking at that you can't see would have to be ground out so we can get the lights in here in order to make it shine through the other portion. Of course, we could also just cut the pipe shorter because it doesn't need to go all the way to the top.
I think that was for stability and support because we have a foam thing going on right there.
Yeah.
And that adds to the structure of this whole pack by it going all the way to the top.
It does.
So.
Yeah, it just needs to. We'll need to hold off on that until.
We just need an actual light shoved in there, and then we can.
Lights happen, yeah.
Yeah. Eastern 57 says no. Fordham is different. Highly recommended by Bill Duran. Punished Props uses one.
Okay.
So.
But it's different, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure, but that's cool. And I trust Bill. Bill's been a really nice guy. I love the fact that I've been able to talk to him at a few cons.
Ad Vixen says, gotta say it with an accent. I want Odin with his frickin' lasers on their frickin' builds.
I want Odin with this. I can't. I really like the Dr. Evil character, but frickin' lasers on the frickin'... Yeah, that'd be nice. Just, yeah. I just want frickin' lasers for my frickin' art project. Is that so wrong? Yeah. So that bit went in there. What other bits do we have that we haven't stuck on?
Right? Like, why are they not attached? What is keeping us from this piece? What is keeping us from having that piece?
It's been so long. Like, here's more Neutrino One parts. Here's the other pipe for the other one. Don't know if you want to play with that. And really, that's about it. Everything else in here is Neutrino One. That's a one part.
This is $3.99 at the thrift store.
Example from Smooth On.
Oh, the paints?
Yeah.
What is this thing that they printed? Oh, resin.
It's just cast resin, yeah.
Yeah.
Plug. BP plug. And this goes here somewhere. Like there,
I feel like the big one is way too big to even fit on that circle because it's poking off over the edges.
Okay. Yeah.
On both sides.
We'll make a new. We'll find the wires. We'll make a new one, or we'll just buy them. Enough time goes by, I might actually be able to afford to buy them. Of course, they got to be made available too.
Got to find them to buy them.
Yeah. Well, the guys got on Facebook. I think was the main one. One of the better guys that do it.
I sent you the link from.
Yeah, I think Bryce and Lewis has sent me links too.
It's the same link. Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't always have them in stock because he can't keep them in stock. Can't imagine why.
Right. I'm gonna put these away before I lose them. I just realized I didn't.
Okay. What are they?
The little bits and bobs that go.
Oh, the bits and bobs. Okay.
I just took them off and then left them on your.
Just flip it open and put them inside.
Yeah.
If you just took them off, then they'll probably just fall out again anyway.
Exactly. They just need to go.
So the other things I know we're missing that I just don't have at all. There's little brass connectors and there's tubes that go on here and there's wires that go on here, and it's getting back to the discussion we've had multiple times where
Where's
we
our
need
pencil? That needs to go in there for the big wire pencil.
Up here.
Yeah.
Right? Is that where that goes? Or no, up here?
I know that that's one of those pieces that we needed to metal, but then we ended up using tubes because you had the actual tube. Sorry, you were explaining things and I was just jumping in there going, oh yeah, we have that piece for that.
Yeah, no, that's great.
In fact...
It might be in the other box.
Master plan.
We have your favorite safety goggles in here, if you need to take those home. I'm not telling you you have to, but if you can. We have electronics in here that we have purchased to begin with. That still isn't quite being used, because it's buried in this box. No, I don't see the tubes in here either. I wonder if
they got removed when we were doing
they got used for something else, because we'll replace them when we need it, because it was so far out. No, it looks like it's time to replace them.
Copper tubes for any projects recently?
Yeah, a couple different things. I mean,
okay.
So it's very possible, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I can get more copper tubes at Ace Hardware very easily.
Steve D wants to know if we need to do any work on the Alice packs. Do they need to be modified?
Yes. What we need to do to the Alice packs is the snaps, the car snap things I got. They have to be attached to both the back plate that doesn't exist and the Alice pack.
So they need to be rigged on.
Yeah, they need to be rigged on.
Do we need to paint it in any way? Like any of the pads need to be painted to be accurate?
I think the pads need to be painted. Please chime in and let me know, because I haven't looked much at all.
Because I was looking at finished packs at Stockton Con.
Yeah.
And some were painted and some were not.
Right.
But I think it's just personal choice.
Probably.
But
I was never planning on painting it. I was going to leave it green, but
okay.
Whichever it is. There's a great scene in the first Ghostbusters where they pull the it's like the gurney rack that goes in the back of the ambulance. They use it as a drawer to pull the packs out, so they start putting them on. It's one of the best close-ups of the packs. You know, outside of them turning it on in the elevator, or when it's maybe, I don't really think you see it like on Egon's stand. I think they just start using it.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've seen the movie.
I watched the movie not fairly recently, but fairly recently, and I don't remember you know what I mean? Like, what shots were the good ones to look at the back?
What I really remember, especially when I was watching it the first time, like the best single shot, I swear, of the pack in the movie was the cover of Omni magazine, the old science magazine.
I remember you saying that.
And even that, it's blurry because it goes by in a montage.
But reference images are so important.
Yeah.
Oh. I got, I was telling you that I had gotten some books at,
Love the fact your glasses look like a tiara now.
Right? Broadway costumes. They were clearing out some stuff like that. And I got
This is just before we went live. She was talking about?
I have the hookup because I know Jane's and work in the costume shops, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, special costume, getting rid of clearing out things. I got to go through some really good reference material. So working at a costume shop, it's really easy to Google things to get reference images, but back before they had Google, you had to have fashion plates, paper dolls, historical books, and stuff like that. So I got to go through a library collection of really good costume books and stuff. These were just the ones they were getting rid of, so but there was some really good material in there. And one of the books that I happened to get was it was a guide for the Marvel Cinematic Universe where it has all the costumes, the front, side, and back.
Oh, wow.
With the details of each of the characters. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like the best for costume making.
Did you get that book?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
I have that book.
Oh, nice. You
had
it already? Or
No, I just got it from the thing. I'll post pictures on Discord.
Yes, please.
But I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a great reference tool. Like, you just always having the front, side, back images make, like, Howard the Duck's in there. Like, it's like A to Z of all of the
all the
characters.
Up to the point of publishing, yeah.
No,
that's really cool.
Yeah.
No, the one you talked about before we turn this stream
I told you that I also got a Star Wars book.
A Star Wars storybook.
Yeah, it was like the 1970s, like, so when they came out with the first movie, they had a publisher, like...
Was this like magazine size with 3PO and R2-D2 on the cover?
I believe so. It's a hardcover.
Hardcover? Okay.
Yeah, so it...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think mine's probably falling apart, but I think I've got one of those.
Mint condition, never, like, hardly ever been used. And then also Queen Amidala paper dolls. I remember those being on sale when I was a little kid wanting them, and I'm like, ha! I'm a grown-up now, and I have them, and I'm not going to use them because I'm a grown-up now.
Because I keep nice things now. No,
but I have them now, so it's just, those were three of the little nerdy things that I'm like, I can't not. I'm just going to grab those. But then I also got, like, historical men's patterning book, and I was like, yes, that one's a good one.
That is cool.
Yeah, and historical men's fashion throughout the decades. That one was also one of those, like, finds that I was really excited about. Because you find so many fashion plates for the ladies.
Yes.
And then men's fashion, you're kind of like, it's a shot in the dark, it's a suit.
It's a suit. It's a high-waisted pants, tight pants and a coat.
Right, there's like this is day wear, this is evening wear, you know, kind of a thing. But, you know, fun things that I found not working at the costume shop, but fun things that I found discarded from a cool costume shop because things take up space and you end up with so much stuff. I ended up with a little stack of books that were really cool, but those were the ones that stood out that I was like, oh yeah, I wonder if this is, like, if Odin will be like, oh, that's cool, I know what that is. Yeah.
Yes, to both of those. Oh, that's cool, and I know I've got one of those, or at least did.
You did?
The Star Wars storybook, yeah.
You're like, I read that thing.
Yeah, I read that thing.
My book.
It was. I was a little kid, and I read the snot out of that thing.
Yeah, so I got a mint condition one where all the pages are perfect. And
that's awesome.
Yeah. Hi, Bean.
Hi, Bean.
Welcome
Quit trying
back.
to inhale dust off the floor.
I thought he was just trying to share his lunch with you.
Yeah, that's possible, too.
There you go.
Just inhaling dust bunnies, probably.
Oh, yeah, Richter Strohs. Hey, Odin, do you still have those feathers for that Captain Hook hat?
Yes, they are in the 3D print room in a tube or an envelope.
Hi.
Yes, either way, yes, we do, and I've been keeping them safe and up and in something to keep them safe.
One of the books I got was a 1920s hat-making book.
Oh.
And it keeps going on about how modern techniques These are the old techniques, and these are the modern techniques
from 100 years ago.
Which is really interesting because 1920s is when they started changing styles. Like, so there's the traditional way of having the giant hats and the millinery work. And 1920s, they're going to cloches to like more.
Right.
They're changing the style types and purposes of hats before they are kind of out of fashion.
Okay.
So I just find it really fascinating that I have a 1920s hat book that explains the old and the new techniques.
Okay. Oh, that's
but
really
they're
cool. They're all old at this point, yeah.
They're 100 years old, and it doesn't feel like it, okay?
No, it doesn't.
Right?
For the record, I do not remember the 1920s.
Right?
Yes.
But
I do remember that they had their own panorama.
Panorama.
The Spanish flu.
There you go. Yes.
Yes, that was in the 1920s. And you know how everyone still goes out and gets their flu shot every year? Guess what that's for? The Spanish flu. Yeah, those things don't go away.
The more you know. But yes, I have a millinery hat that we can reference whenever we get around to side quest.
Side quest. Yeah, I'm tempted for more side quests too.
Because you need to get some distraction and some space to let this one.
Well, there's that. I mean, but it's.
If we added more of a spacer, it wouldn't have lined up. Sorry, I'm glad.
You're fine.
We went with what we went with.
I'm sure everyone else is too. I mean, just picking it up isn't really gonna. It's a big black thing. Of course, you get guys that are used to seeing it, so they know what to look for.
Brass and copper, can't you rub and buff? Use fox metal?
Yes.
Yeah, you could, but it's
Totally.
only the one rod that's been...
Yeah. If I've got some copper rub and buff, I could totally do that, and, I had forgotten about it. That's a great idea.
Yeah, just have to tape it off, mask it off so you don't get the other spot, because that
Right.
will get the cintra, and then good luck getting that off.
Yeah, you're right. Line that with some blue tape.
Yeah, but that's what tape's for.
That is what tape's for.
Yeah. Odin was so young 100 years ago.
I was so young 100 years ago. You have no idea how young I was.
Yeah. Stephen Hall says, looking great. Vixen says, that 1920s book's a good excuse to put Chicago on the brain. Wahahaha. Chicago the musical.
Oh,
Stuck
okay.
in my head, too.
Gotcha. Of course, I immediately think of C2E2. It's like, why Chicago? But okay.
1920s.
1920s, Chicago.
Murderous ladies, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's the bells and the whistles that we need, and we need to cut out the wooden part and...
Yeah, I think making the back plate, making panels for the back plate that go to each section, so the back plate is almost like a honeycomb, but a whole piece. And I'm still kind of back and forth.
So, like...
yeah,
basically,
hollowed. Like those are all hollowed, and they don't have to be perfectly hollowed to the edges. I mean, they can be a centimeter in or more, so you can still just reach in. But accessible, spaces for stuff. Because if we put the back plate on, then we are definitely in the neighborhood of getting it attached to the Alice frames.
Yeah, so if we leave it accessible, we can access the innards and upgrade and change and modify.
Yes.
So if we get it, keeping it accessible, we can continue on that part.
Yes.
But we have to think about that.
So.
The insides.
Right, there's a hole in the side here too, because there's that one's got a hole. This one doesn't yet. There's bolts that were supposed to go on here that I actually specifically
There's
went out
not a
and
hole
bought.
yet. It's a sticker.
There's a hole at the top,
Oh yeah, that hole.
and there isn't one on this one yet.
But it doesn't go all the way through or anything.
No, I don't think there's no wires on that. That is a giant socket screw, from what I remember.
Oh yeah. And is it in the right spot? Because sometimes we glue these things together and we don't pre-think that. Is it in the right spot?
Think so?
Well, we'll find out if it's not.
That's part of the making sure that we're looking at the Ghostbusters reference images that are on the websites that Lewis and... I'm sorry, my brain is failing me on... You guys, Bryce, are so freaking helpful, and I appreciate it, and it's embarrassing that I drop your names and forget.
That's funny because this comment says... Don't remember the 1920s? Oh no, Odin's starting to lose his memory.
Yeah, exactly. What was I talking about?
I have no idea.
You guys, the number of Ghostbusters fans, the number of Ghostbusters builders that still tune in and watch this train wreck, watch this stream, and offer help. You guys are great. Thank you very much. I will be in Citrus Heights next weekend, so if anyone's in the immediate Sacramento area, very accessible. It's a free con with free parking. You really can't beat that.
It's as close to an Odin con as you can get. They were talking about having an Odin con in the comments, and I was like, well, that's pretty much
I used to work in Sunrise Mall, so that makes sense. That would be an Odin con. So that's going to be the most accessible and easiest to find me. If Felicia's able to make it, she's welcome to come out because it's a freaking mall in a public space. So that's very next weekend, and I know the 916 Ghostbusters are going to be there. Eben has been contacting me wanting to know if I want space at CrockerCon again.
Heck yeah, it's just because I love the Crocker Art Museum so
pretty
freaking much. I would go to that one.
Okay. I also just said yes to Mike Millerick for Lodi Con, and that's the last Saturday of September.
That's
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm pretty sure it's the last Saturday. It could be the second to last. It's in the 20s.
Yeah.
That whole 20s thing again. And of course, there's that whole SAC anime thing. But anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, thank you. Appreciate your help. And there was a point between getting a hold of me, but whatever, I forgot it because I'm old.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
Super dusty.
Any of you out there who have the ability to look up on Facebook or wherever this guy sells those ribbons to very quickly let us know in the chat. Does he have any in stock? Is he selling them currently? Are they still $50 or have they gone up a lot? They're probably 60 or something now.
Right, that was 2023 prices. We're in 2024.
Yeah, it was, exactly. I can't blame him if they needed to go up.
Right.
She's dusting the pack.
Yeah. Every time I touch it, my hands are covered in blood. I was like, oh, I might as well just.
So I can see with these guys as well, taking the drill press and a Forstner bit and just opening this up so the electronics can fit in here easier, and then we can actually put it together.
We need to know what the electronics are
to know
what they need to be accommodated for.
If I mean, this is our
window.
Our window. So if it's slightly wider than the window. If I make it twice as wide as the window, so we still have...
Question, does it have dots in the... Is this the pattern, or is it just to let light escape?
I believe it is a series of blue LEDs...
That go up and down.
That go up and down, and that's what they were in the movie. They just extend,
So they had a pattern lights that light up?
Yeah, they just light up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So it's not just a glowing dot pattern.
Okay. It's not just a glowing dot pattern. And I think it was only one string of lights, but that's something you guys are more than welcome to correct me on. And it being 1984, I'm sure it was a different colored LED that had a blue gel on top of it to make it blue, because I don't believe blue LEDs were available until the 90s. So... Mm-hmm. But they were blue lights. They could have just been grain of wheat light bulbs, too.
It could have been a glow stick.
It could have been a glow stick, a broken glue stick. But, so yeah, I'm really tempted to do that just so this can be inserted. I think we need to plug these. Where's the instructions?
Over there.
Somebody has a master plan for a reason.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Look, plugs.
Do we still need those pieces?
Probably not. Do you want your
That thing's there to keep things organized, so it should stay in the master plan, but I don't know if we needed those pieces for a reason. We saved them.
Yeah, I know we did. I probably cut new ones for something else, or they were just pretty.
They can go in the dot bin, the donut bin.
I think they could probably just go in the donut bin.
Just as long as they're not in the garbage.
Regret that. But they can go in the donut bin. Ooh, donuts.
The dot bin.
Would you like your pencil bag back?
It goes in there.
Okay, it stays in here.
Yeah, that's so I can keep track of all the little bits and pieces. Look, we have the...
Our Azo tabs.
The Azo tabs.
Azo tabs.
Yes, what are those for?
Those are for the P-tube.
Yeah. DJ Stumped.
Which is actually something we could
We do need
print.
to...
Yeah.
You're going to resin print the P-tube?
Well, just the connector goes through.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, a tube?
No,
like,
I don't
why
want
don't
to
you
print
just
the
buy
tube.
that?
Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense. DJ Stumpy says, would a kit, KITT LED set work? I'm sure I saw a blue version on Amazon.
It probably would, but yeah, the Larson unit, because the Cylon Centurions, the original Battlestar Galactica, had this red light that would go back and forth in the eyes. And then Kit Car, so Kit could see while he was driving, had this red light in the front grill that went back and forth as he drove around. Same producer did both shows.
Okay.
Glenn Larson. So it ends up getting called the Larson unit, or at least did. Yes, but I think instead of the Larson unit, which would sweep back and forth, and please correct me, guys, if I'm wrong, this would literally light up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10, and then they all turn off, and they just start lighting up again, and they all turn off. So it wasn't quite the same as back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reset the series versus reversing the series. Okay.
Let's look at this. Yeah, there's lots of pipes and things on here, but...
Yeah, because there's the pencil thing that we need right there.
It's definitely some dry brushing that we need to do to it, which we can pretty much start doing, because we need to do...
Is that with the rub and buff, or would that be more of like just a silver dry brush?
Probably look at a picture. To me, I see this dry brushing.
Okay.
Or even, like with a sponge or anything, or a paper towel. I mean, just...
Some couch.
Yeah.
Piece of couch.
Piece of couch. Wow, yeah, I haven't looked at this picture in a while.
Marvel Guy says, Odin, I actually have a reasonable question to ask you.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
have to go to college to be a content/prop creator for YouTube? Because I'm trying to get more education for me to do videos on my channel.
Okay. No, you just start doing it.
Yep. See, the thing is there's a level of expertise. I do have a bachelor's degree in fashion design, merchandising, and marketing, and I do reference that stuff in my creation, and it's how I got into doing production design and costuming and wardrobe. So I have a degree, but it was not a requirement for me to have a degree. But the degree gave me the knowledge base that I needed to then build from. But it's maker's gonna make, and I would have sewn and created anyways, but I did get a degree. Is it, like, necessary? No.
I didn't get a degree. I did go to community college. I dropped out because I got bored. But
you did take fun classes, and you did learn, and you have used those skills.
And I have used those skills. And that is where I first learned about foam and contact cement, was taking a puppetry class in college.
Yeah, because you took the same puppetry class my grandpa took.
Yes! Probably the same professor, Kathy Burleson. Remember that, but I can't remember. So no, it's not. But we both came at this from a lifelong passion of building, from a lot of trial and error,
Maker's
from a lot
gonna
of making
make.
it wrong. Yeah. So.
I keep saying that looks like experience.
Yep, exactly.
When I say that looks like experience, it means like it looks like you probably screwed something up, so you know not to do this again. So let's keep from screwing.
But if you want to make a prop making channel, just go for it. Just start making content. Just know that it is a slow process to build up viewers. I lucked out, and so did Felicia a little bit.
Oh, I didn't luck out. I'm
we
still
had
not
Smosh behind
monetized.
us. But yeah.
Yeah. So.
But go for it. There's plenty of space on YouTube for more content. More content creators, more prop makers, more crafty people.
DJ Sims says, okay, just a thought. That's why Odin Makes and I watch.
No, was it DJ asking about it, or Marvel
No, Marvel Guy was asking
That's what
about it.
Marvel
DJ
Guy asked about it.
responded.
Okay.
Oh, Numbulous, have you ever had those dreams where you're making the proton packs and wake up prancing because you forgot to add a flux capacitor? Honestly, I have had dreams about making projects that I'm working on, and I figure out my pattern problems, usually the best in my sleep.
So literally this morning, my alarm went off, and I went back to sleep. I had a second alarm, so I wasn't too worried about it. During that 15 minutes, right, managed to have a dream where I was trying to convince the Smosh kids that no, they really need to go in front of the camera. Just go ahead. We're going to do this. No, I'm talking to myself, right? But in the dream, I'm talking to the Smosh kids about, no, we got to go do this thing, and trying to convince them. Meanwhile, in this like weird, almost like District 9, horrible like shack that we're trying to shoot in,
The trauma memories are coming back. Oh no!
No, I'm just talking to myself. But still, get up, gotta go do this thing. But no, it was weird, like full on. I don't remember dialogue in dreams much, right? Don't have a lot of that. I was frickin' making rhymes to get these kids motivated to go. And then, it's like, what? All right. Do I remember them now? No. I just remembered that,
Right. Every once in a while, I have a dream about coaching gymnastics.
Okay.
That one always throws me off because those are the anxiety of dreams. That was my very first job, so anytime I've ever screwed up, it's panics.
Right.
So I get that. The Smosh days, it's been...
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to talk how long.
No, it's been a little bit. But, yeah, it was weird. And it wasn't it was just that was the situation with this...
Yeah.
Replacement, whatever you want to call it. Not to say placebo, but that's the wrong term. But it's nondescript. It's the royalty-free Smosh Kids. Generic.
We're not being specific. No.
No, not at all.
No, but yeah, back in the day, the trauma, the patterning, the projects.
Yes.
Yes, they do interrupt the sleep. They do not let you rest.
No.
Because Maker's gonna make.
Yep. You got this thing, you're going to get 2 working days. You can get paid 2 working days, 3 working days to do it.
And I need it tomorrow.
But it's going to take you 8 to get it done. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, this is cool. So, I've said this so many streams, I keep forgetting, and I'm going to forget again today, that I just need to look at the reference images from the Murray pack that the guys have sent on the Ghostbusters sites. Showing all the details, because really start collecting details, start printing details,
having tangible images to reference makes a big difference, because even though we could have our phones up looking at the reference images, it's not really practical, and it really does help having a tangible page to turn to and say, we need this part right here.
Yeah, exactly. I need this elbow that we can connect this cable to that goes behind this danger thing. And then there's like a number of those elbows.
Part of the big reason I was geeking out about all of the books that I got at the costume shops clearance was because these tangible details, like having a physical book with something that you're referencing or looking up, and there's a value in the tangibility of things. And I definitely appreciate the accessibility of the digital, but my brain definitely appreciates physical.
Yeah. It does. That's right. And there's it's the corrugated tubing that comes over here, which I think I've gotten a couple pieces, but
that's what all of those dots and things are, huh? That we don't, that we just put over there. No.
Some of them might be for some of that, but a lot of those are covered. Like this actually literally has a tube that goes into it.
Yeah.
That goes into this side over here. And then I think the guy said this side was open usually.
Yeah, because there's the thing right there, and it goes to...
And then there's a smaller split loom tube that comes out of, not the clipper valve, but this one. So, of course, I'm looking at Lost Wax Oz's version, which is okay, because that's the pattern I'm going with, but if I'm going to full on try and do this, I think I'd rather look at the Murray version, because there's some good pictures
what are
of
we
it.
actually trying to do?
Right.
What is our end goal, not our necessarily... Yeah. The path to get there we'll figure out, but what are we trying for? Because it's like, why are we doing this? It's not because we need to do this, it's because we're trying to reach the goal, and if there's other ways to go, we do it. Yes.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, that's you notes for something else.
Marvel Guy says, I wonder why some jobs out there require you to go to college in order for you to apply to the job. Like, for example, computer animation. Honestly, a body of work. It's more important than like when you're filling out resumes and stuff like that, I could put my education for days. Nobody's ever needed it. What they want to see is, what have you made? How does it look? How are you to work with? Because sometimes it's like you get on a project, but you were such a pain in the butt, you never get asked again. And do you know if that's the reason you were never asked again?
And also other jobs, especially government jobs, they have to have some sort of watermark, something that's equal for everybody in order to qualify for stuff. And higher education is an easy one for that. And yeah, it shows that you've got commitment to stick through something, that you're able to complete something that was effectively a social job by going to college, and you have your receipt of your degree.
Yeah.
So,
but in creativity, you just need to have...
Yeah, for creativity.
What have you created? Can you create?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Make it.
Right. I'm applying. I have applied, and I've gotten a TV specialist job, which is an editing and shooting job. And college work was not part of it at all because it's not. Is it taught? Yeah. Yeah. So.
And I feel like college really gets you to have the experience of making. Like, it gives you an opportunity to make things, like, because you have to. So it gives you goals and deadlines and pushes you into growth. So there is value. I definitely appreciate the value of a college education. I also appreciate the value of education. Also, at the same time, University of YouTube. Maker's gonna make.
Mm-hmm.
You have a body of work of things you can visibly show off and make. If you want to make a digital thing, make your digital thing. Learn as you go. But at the end, you'll have a finished project. Make your video game. You don't need to go to college.
No.
But you do need to go to college to get the job for somebody. Unless you already have a video game that you made, and then you can therefore leverage that. So it's make.
College. For me, I didn't go to college. It took me until my 40s to get a job at a television station. Somebody who went to college went into the television station working there as soon as she got out. So you can do it. It takes a lot longer to not go to college. So for what I was seeing was it's a fast track. It's a fast pass. So it is worth it to get a college education. How's that?
Financially, maybe not.
Financially, maybe not. No, there's lots of stuff that isn't. But the years of doing it,
yeah.
Right? I went and did it the long way. And I did it, but there's plenty of people who
I was costuming while I went to college.
There you go.
So, Maker's gonna make. Go make something.
Right. So I think that hopefully that answers enough of why. A lot of it is they have to ask a question that everybody can answer.
Right. It's a filter.
Yeah.
How do you stand up? But also, that's where the other things come in.
Yeah.
So. Like, even applying to be a teacher at American River College, they're like, well, you could have a degree or 6 years of practical experience. Yeah. So practical experience is still very valuable, especially in technical fields.
Yep.
So, anyways, nice tangent.
Yeah, good tangent. Not a bad question. I was going to... whatever.
Okay. All right, sorry, I'm catching up with people.
No, please do catch up.
Ad Vixen says, we really need you to get back to Smosh, even if it's their podcast. They're all down in Southern California. We're up here in Sacramento.
Yeah.
So. But we love them.
Yeah, definitely love them. Happy with them. A lot of time has gone by. I don't think they would...
10 years.
I know, you were trying not to bring that up.
No, it's been 10 years since I've seen them because I went up for their 14th anniversary.
And that was in 14?
I feel like it was 10 years ago. It might not have been that long.
I don't think it's been quite that long.
I don't think it's been that quite long.
I think I started in 13, 14.
Yeah, that's when you started, so it hasn't been that long. Okay, sorry. I was missing.
It's been 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but...
Yeah. I don't think the Smosh guys would exactly... Who the hell are you? Get out of here if we were to show up. But, yeah.
Right.
They would talk and say hi, and... we wouldn't appear on anything.
Honestly, it'd be like, hey, Anthony, do you want to wear this thing that I made?
Yeah, exactly.
For old time's sake.
Just show it to Ian. Hey, I got some peanut butter.
Oh my gosh, poor Ian. No. Traumatize him again. Hey, look it, I have the thing.
Traumatize you, too.
Right. Anyway. Fun problems, but it's been a minute, and we've all moved on. What's that? Oh, a pen that doesn't work. There's a pen right here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean it.
That's fine.
But yes, that is my pattern drafting pen because it has a sharp point.
Yes, it does. Thank you for leaving this here for a decade.
It's with the project, and yeah, it's getting used. Isn't there a Smosh everywhere around each state? I thought there could be opportunities to apply for Smosh.
Smosh franchise. Come down to your local Smosh store. Today we've got a sale on pink donuts with sprinkles. I don't know.
You actually know the secret bakery where they get that specific one because
yes, I do.
Only sold there.
Well, that particular style, yes.
It has to match visually.
The pink pink donut, which I don't even know if Family Donuts is still in business or not. It's been a while. Huh.
Right.
But that was always fun because it would be, there was at least for the food battles, but then there was other times where I'd have to call them up a few days in advance. Yeah, I need to get a dozen of the pink sprinkle donuts, and you go down, you pay for it early, so and then
yeah. Weird problems, but fun problems.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like having to go buy a ball gag for an upcoming shoot
Noah.
for Noah, and then we happened to do the shoot on his birthday.
I still have that ball gag.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it ended up
Because it's covered in Noah's spit. I don't know why.
Poor Noah.
No, Noah's a great guy.
Right. Let's see. People are asking what our opinion on Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom in future Avengers movies.
I need to see more about it. Super hesitant. I agree with a comment I saw on Reddit, which this is either a desperate cash grab or it's some super meta fourth wall interdimensional bullshit that could really pay off. And it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of in between.
My answer is time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell.
Opinions will be strong either way.
Right. So used with Star Wars and with Doctor Who, with seeing an actor in one role coming back as another role later. And it's even the reverse, usually, with Doctor Who, where Peter Capaldi, who was the 12th Doctor, so seasons of being the star of the show, during the 10th Doctor run was the main character of the Pompeii episode. Right? So, couldn't rescue him, but, is it a big deal? No. Now, this is a total different flip where we're trying to take the guy that carried the Avengers practically and make him one of the biggest bad guys that Marvel's got. And it's like, all right, it could work, it could work. I want it to work. How's that? I want it to work.
I'm not wishing. I hope it works out for the best.
Yes,
absolutely. I am wishing for good vibes. Hopefully, everything.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the U and out usually. Whatever. This is why I don't really think by hand.
Are you making notes?
Yep. I think faster than I write, so I constantly drop letters.
No worries. We could just stick a stud finder in there. It does the lights.
Yeah.
There we go. We got our lighting effect.
Yeah.
I found a stud.
Oh, there you go. It could work off your sternum. Sometimes they do.
Yeah, that's why I hit it. I'm dusty.
And
Uh-oh, got stuck. There you go.
I think the packs need to be dry brushed and rub and buffed. So they need the rub and buff for the
big.
Yeah, for the chips.
Yeah.
And then just dirtied. They are pretty
easily
dirtied.
I have some leftover dirtied from the film project that I was working on.
Okay.
Where it's a mixture of paint and stuff.
Okay.
That is just a natural patina for
crap. Okay. I've got a bucket of airport dirt.
No, I know. But part of me has been like, I need to just throw this away. I don't need it. But it's still in a bucket right there, so it's not really doing any harm.
Now, is this specifically like Fuller's Earth, or is this just, or do you know? Fuller's Earth is a powder.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
No, it's not Fuller's Earth because we used it for distressing metal for the cages that they put the kids in. I have no idea what this movie's about.
Kids in cages, apparently.
No, I think... I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea. I did not ask questions so that I cannot be in trouble for spoiling things. Yes.
All right, so some of my homework things, which I've done this a couple of times, but I hardly ever... I'll do this and get excited and get distracted. And you know what? It's going to happen again. But I need to look at the Murray pack, especially at the little details. And
so we need to print out a Murray pack.
So we need to print out a Murray pack. So
reference image.
Yeah, reference images. Okay. And then start figuring out what we can order and buy in order to be certain things.
Should
like
we start a
lot of the cables.
GoFundMe for the, like if we put out the price of what we're going to need for the thing, could we start a GoFundMe so that we can really make it a global?
Well, a lot of the stuff will be mostly affordable.
Yeah, we've been doing it slowly as time, so it hasn't been one upfront cost,
but like
which is a great way to.
Strain relief for audio cables looks like a lot of the pieces they put on for some of the tubings. But anyway, I'm getting detailed, and you're trying to talk high level, look down at the project. Yeah, no, that'd be great. Need to get those. Need to get the pipes. Need to either get the angled brass fittings that the pipes go into, or print ones that look like the ones that they were, whichever. Because I know a lot of the fittings aren't made anymore. Because I remember hearing about that a lot, especially some of the, the angle things I'm talking about. So anyway, there's that. Need to cut out the back plate and make it with access panels. And is that something I could do during a live stream? Sure, but you're listening to a saw for 2 hours, so probably not.
Are you going to do it with the saw or with lasers? Because if it's with lasers, we could put it on go in the background. But if it's a saw, we have to cut it out. But they've said that they didn't mind the noises before.
That's true.
As long as we have a camera that shows them what's going on.
Then at the very least, I need to make the files.
Yes, the files need to get filled.
So we can laser this stuff. And at home, I've got the X tool, which is a carbon dioxide, CO2 tube laser that cuts everything. What I have here in the shop
versus the laser cut of the neutrino wand, I appreciate the lasers.
Okay.
I genuinely appreciate the effort that the lasers do, because as gorgeous as this looks, you compare it to the wand and I'm like, oh, that looks machined. This looks handmade.
Right. Yeah. Unfortunately.
But I love it.
I just love it. It looks great.
Yeah. No, we have the right tools for the job. Let's freaking use it if we can. But I'm not opposed to just hacking at it and making it work, because nothing's going to stop me, It's going to get done.
That's that Starship song from Mannequin. Nothing's going to stop us now.
Right.
But so even if the backplate is door skin plywood that's 2 layers thick, so it's easy to put excess panels into it, and then we have something that'll hold this stiff and attach it to the Alice pack, because that type of material can be laser cut. And that's what's in the chopper leg that I'm pointing at that nobody can see, so I know it works well. And but it'll have to be multiple pieces, because I can't cut it all out as one piece. So it'll have to be kind of puzzle Lego pieced together, which is fine. Yep,
and at least there's like the outside line.
Yeah.
From Lost Wax's pattern that you can just copy paste and then.
Yep, and then just figure out from there. Yeah, absolutely.
You have a starting point, which is always a nice thing, because starting from 0 is harder.
Yep. And then it's just dry brush and weather the packs, which we almost need to do before
we do that.
Before we add all the little details.
Yeah.
Right? Because if we
So now that this is attached, it's time to.
Now we can start really weathering it, and then start adding the details that in turn get weathered.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't be in the way of the broad weathering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think reference images are important as we weather, because I know we can make it worse and worse and worse, but at the same time.
So I need a library of reference images.
Library of reference images, yes. To the observatory. To the library. Now we just have the internet. So spoiled.
I may just create some mood boards, basically, on as a PDF, and just go to an office store and
have
get them printed on laser. It's going to be cheaper to pay $1 a sheet to have these printed than to do it with my inkjet at home.
I
feel.
Honestly, I don't have a printer at home, so that I can't print things at home, because a lot of these projects involve a lot of printing, and I'm like, if you're going to get things printed, I order them and have them printed and go pick them up, so it's not on my budget or dime.
Yeah, exactly.
So that makes complete sense. In Office Depot, there's Office Max, there's Office blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and Staples.
Yeah, Office Depot, the one over off of 65th, that one's my go-to, because they're open on Sundays.
Oh, that's nice.
Because they, weekend and things, I've run into the issues of having tangible print shops.
Yes, I missed the days of the 24-hour Kinkos. Hi, I'm old.
But same problems, right?
Same problems, yeah. The Staples up close to where I live is open on Sundays as well.
Oh, so you still have a Staples. Ours turned into falling prices.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I still have a Staples, and they can print 11 by 17 at the self-help, and it was $1 a sheet. I don't know what it is now for doing full color on 11 by 17. Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, printed mood boards are a nice thing to have.
So sounds like the biggest thing I need to do is a mood board.
Yeah, because then we can actually start weathering next week.
Okay.
If you
or next time or whatever.
Or next time, yeah, because next week I won't be here.
Right, which I could weather or I could side quest, whichever happens.
Yeah.
All right. And then the cable thing, yeah, I need to look for a laminator.
It's so weird because they just are like turning into a ball.
And then we need to find the wires again that we had, which got cleaned up, because yay, cleaning up! But,
I wonder if we could peel the wires we already have flat and just replace the tape.
That sounds like equal or less effort.
Dude, I'm telling.
What, that it dropped? Well, the master plan is going to take a dive. So that is not the master plan. Right from the middle. She hates it so much. I'll burn her fingers.
Ready? I'm going to pull hard.
All I can say is this peeling thing is never going to work.
The what thing?
This peeling thing is never going to work. Okay, so what we need to do is keep the back side on, and where's the tape?
I'm stuck to your computer. There we go. Ouch.
Okay.
I'm just leaving it.
Nope, it's great. So,
we just kind of put this tape down and pull off the edges.
Yeah. Oh, well, what we want to do is weed out the wires we don't want to get it down to the colors that we want, and we want to weed out a couple of middle ones so we can have tape stick in the center, because there's voids that we didn't do because whatever, didn't know better.
Then let me pull.
I like how we changed, and I'm on the box now.
Okay. So, how about this blue-green interchange, or this green?
So,
take off.
Sorry.
No worries.
This is where we're at.
We pulled off these, but I'm just saying so we have a little bit on this side and this side.
Whatever we want to take off.
Those are hot glued together.
Are they hot glued together, or are they? Oh, they are hot glued together. Well, where's the hand sanitizer? That's the one we care about.
These ones right here. And then, how wide did we need it again? This wide. Oh, that's the same width. I'm just going to take off these two edge pieces.
Okay.
So we have a sticking spot. And for laminating purposes,
I think we should probably set this on the cutter. Yes, do that. Well, the purple's, but that's fine.
I do like purple.
I was super excited about the purple because that was such a different color
than this blue-green section right here.
Yeah, that's fine.
me cut off some of this. It's the hot glue.
Yeah. And I'm also thinking we need to trim. There's the sticky on the edges.
Yeah.
We probably should set that on the cutting mat and cut that off so we don't stick this tape to this tape.
The top tape to this tape? I thought we wanted to catch that.
Well, we don't want to keep the tape in the back, right?
I thought we were going to keep it. Because...
Oh, was that the only part that bugged you? Was the seam in the middle? I thought the fact that this was milky was one of the things that bugged you.
Yeah, it was really milky and like thick, but honestly, like it's holding better. So half of this tape and half of that tape. I feel like it's not the worst. I don't know what I'm taking off. Let's do this little bit of blue spot right here so that it emphasizes that it's purple. Then, or is that too centered?
Oh, that's fine.
Sorry, whacked you in the face there.
You missed. You should have tried harder. Mediocre. We're taking steps backwards to go forwards.
Yeah. Swallow your pride. Just a little wavy, it'll be fine.
Yeah, and we got one that's popping out. A couple that are popping out because it's wavy.
Yeah, because they don't have room to smoosh in.
Yeah. So, how to fix that? Because it was the first one we did. We got better with the second one.
Yeah, we figured it out by then. Should we
And
take
it's
this
been
off
so
and
long,
move this?
probably. And it's been so long, we're going to forgotten what secrets we did for.
Well, we changed
of
our
course,
technique
at the same
completely.
time, we're going to end up twisting it up. I think it's just one of the things.
And that's right where the twist is going to be.
It's all twisted.
It is. It is.
Oh, okay. And you...
Did you have hand sanitizer?
I do. It's over here. In Cosplay Repair. It's technically expired, but it's just... Is it? Does it have a date on it?
Does alcohol expire?
No. As far as I'm concerned, no.
Just my hands are super dusty, and I'm about to touch the tape, and I don't want to pretty nasty up the tape.
Well, most of it just hit the floor. Let's try again. There's a little spot in the floor that's sanitized.
Okay. I'm thinking...
So you ready to put tape on? Because I was slowly trying to undo and redo.
I'm just going to smoosh it.
All right.
Like, if that's not any better.
Okay. Well, I didn't know what level we were going to. We were, like, really seriously reworking it, or just, like, who cares, and here we go?
I don't know. Like, I feel like there's, like, these major underlying issues. Okay. It might just exasperate the issues if we don't fix it now. You're right. I don't know. It's up to you. Gotta smoosh it.
We have enough tape. It's more to the issue of the wires. Right. That was the issue we were having was... As I recall, we didn't do the entire thing at once. We put a little bit on and then...
Smooshed as we went.
Yeah. Now, same thing. We can peel one edge off of that, maybe, since it seems like it's coming apart, and put this in the middle, and that might help it.
Replace one side of the tape on that with
Yeah,
the
just
missing.
replace one side of the tape and take out a void.
You need to start veering ever so slightly that way if we're running out of space on this side. Crazy, right?
Yep. No, this one was absolutely a wandering. Oh, I see.
You see? You gotta smoosh it and you gotta smoosh it.
Mm-hmm. Now you gotta come back.
Yeah.
You want to pull it towards you? You're doing more work than I am.
At least it's laminating-esque right now. Oops.
Yeah, that was kind of crooked.
It's okay. just need to push the SS this way, and then we'll smoosh it. And then you smoosh it, and then you smoosh it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you smoosh it.
Fingers are stuck to the end of this one down here. Yeah.
I already like it better.
Okay, good. As long as it encapsulates on the side.
Right, that's the important part.
I didn't put your pen away and back into the master plan. Nope, I did that again.
I get why you're doing it, and it makes sense. Boom. About this. To do the exact same thing, but without making it.
Right. Or a something that rolls, which I don't have necessarily right now. But like, they make a tool for screen doors. It's a thing for pushing the rubber sealant that holds the screen door in place. That would work well because it would roll instead of drag.
Yeah.
Didn't they use a pipe before or something?
Yeah, that's why you made the first one of those.
I missed your finger, barely. Exactly. Sorry. Didn't mean to scare the sneeze out of you there with missing your finger.
It's okay, it's all the dust.
Oh, that's right. Distracted looking for scissors. Or no, right here.
No
Easy.
scissors?
Not easy and convenient, so let's do the knife thing.
Right. So should we have a guide edge or
Oh, I'm just doing this right now.
for the that one? Oh, okay.
And even for the guide edge, I don't think I think I could probably.
Scissors gave that little bit of a jagginess, and I didn't like it. So.
Oh, okay. So you do want this? All right.
If we could,
can.
unless it drags and then it makes it worse. But then also, is there something we can?
Well, there's this guy on Facebook that sells these things. Sorry.
No, I know. At this point, I think I appreciate him.
Yeah, because this is not a.
Because honestly, those like the printer's ribbon thread strings or ribbon cables look really good. Like
They do, but the most of the ring cables I'm used to seeing, the SCSI cables, aren't built the same.
yeah.
And it would still totally work.
What about a hot knife? No.
We got chat happening.
The gunk factor. That's what gets stuck on it. That's why you get the jagged edge from the scissors. So I'm trying to think how to avoid that.
How to avoid the gunk. Rotary cutter, I don't know. Everything will get gunk on it though.
Okay.
So I would never have done this. I would never seriously doubt I would have gone back to tearing apart the cable and redoing, right? So I greatly appreciate getting to work with you because of the different ways of thinking. It's like, oh, let's just do this. It's like, oh, yeah, let's just do that. My brain wouldn't have done that.
Right. I definitely appreciate collaborating. Like
Yeah.
James and I always disagreed, but at the costume shop. And I think because we disagreed, we always ended up with
A better...
a better end product than either of us would have had happen if he had it all his way or I had it all my way.
Yeah.
And when we butt heads, it's either like reinforced, it needs to be this way, or
Right.
it goes,
I have
all
a
right,
reason. Yeah.
fine, you're the boss, I'll do it your way, and then you'll see why I want it. Oh wait, your way was right. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it just like the collaboration, it really does help because I can get very stubborn and in my head.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. You smoosh it and you smoosh it.
Oh, yeah. I'm
How are
trying
you going to
to
strip
use...
those edges? I'm trying to think about that. A rotary cutter,
Yeah.
but
I joked about Not the battery operated
not
one.
the battery operated one because I feel like
You
that
want
would
the pizza cutter, right?
Yeah.
even that will get gooey, but it's not the same as dragging the knife through it.
Exactly, because you're putting a force from the top. It's the pressure.
So if I have
What
one,
about this? Well, not for cutting, but for smooshing. It's not as smoosh as I thought it would be. No.
oh,
But this is what I want with a heavy foam rubber,
yeah.
not a...
I'm mostly using the rim of the can.
Yeah, I get it. I know why
Yeah.
you're doing that. I was just trying to get something to, you know, like, because sometimes the rubber or the...
Yeah.
You brought up those heavy rubber things last time, remember? The little roll
Yeah, I
things?
did bring those out. I got them in the bin over there from whatever machine.
But it still didn't smoosh.
No, it still didn't stick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the smoosh and the smoosh.
Yep.
I don't have a rotary cutter. I hate using those to cut out fabric. Like, I get why they work and why people love them, but
Yeah, if you've gotten used to how they work great.
in all reality, a sharp blade.
Basically.
If your blade is sharp, you have a great time with it. The minute that blade dulls, is you hate your life. At least I do.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, unless the blade's sharp, I don't like using rotary tools, and hardly ever do I have a sharp blade because I use it.
It's
and then
actually
it's not
true
straight.
for blades in general. Not even rotary, just...
Yeah, I agree. Like, life is too short for dull scissors. Just not worth it. Yeah, smoosh it and then you smoosh it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm coming at it from both directions because I can get a good point on the edge of the can.
Mm-hmm, I see it.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting
Oh,
down.
that's good. Anything fun happening in chat? No, I don't think we're going to use a soldering iron on this.
I'm honestly lost in the chat. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
lot going on.
There's a lot going on. They're actually talking to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, right now it's exciting. We're watching Odin roll a can on some old wire that came out of the wall.
Oh, I was gonna put it back nicely. I can't reach them.
Oh, okay.
I spy with my little eye. What can I use to solve my problem?
Oh, Goodallup's in. Hey, Goodalup. The broom of the Wicked Witch of the West. I've searched everywhere and can't find a tutorial vid on making the broom. Wow, all right.
I'd say go for a broom making tutorial versus specifically the Wicked Witch of the West. Because I feel like you can find those online. Like
You
the
should.
broom styles.
To be honest, I'd have to look at one because it's, I got to just make it the way that I think I should make it or
And she has multiple different ones depending on the shot and the reasons of having it. Because there's the one that's on fire.
Is this even the original movie or?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, because there's the fire one, there's the one post-fire, and then there's the one that she's on, and they all have different bristles.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. None of these seem to be the right tool.
But probably not.
No, I'm still looking because I want it to be. And
Yeah.
it's fun playing I Spy because it's like, oh, look, that might work.
That's what we need right there. No. No.
Oh, I found the tube.
Oh, you found the tube?
This is the...
Oh. Yeah. So we need to get more of those tubes.
Or is that one long enough to be cut in half?
It might be. I had to look. It's no big deal. The Ace Hardware, close to where I'm at, has a huge selection of the... Actually, a lot of the Ace Hardwares have them. But that's
That one's not the copper one.
no,
And it needs to be copper.
that's a graphite tube.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't need to be, but it should be.
Well,
Okay, technically, yeah, it needs to be.
it needs to be coppered some way or other, but it needs to be copper colored.
Yes.
Ugh! Sorry. It's just not right.
That's okay.
Felicia, thank you for that. I've been saying that for years, that about the broom, no one believes me, so thank you so much. Yeah, no, they totally had multiple brooms.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they had the fire broom, they had the one with the they're falling over, so it looks more of a raffia, and then there's the one where it's made out of the stick. And then there's also the one that they have the gas coming out of, which could be cool, which would be fun effects to make happen. But it's like, do you have a stagnant prop, or do you have a active prop? Are you going to try and cut the edges? See if you can get a smooth cut. I
can not have the nicks necessarily, but I'm still going to have a start and stop.
Yeah. Do you want as long of a knife blade as you can get for cutting, or?
As long as,
The.
No, shorter's okay. I try to get a sharper edge. I mean, I can still do this because I didn't
Hone it.
This is a older blade, even though it's got a better point. Technically, I'm supposed to put oil with this too, but I don't.
The 2 seconds to do that really does make a difference when you're cutting, though. Like, especially foam. Mariah Wood's smooshing it again.
Smooshing it again, yes.
There's a lot of smooshing when it comes to prop making.
Yeah, there is.
It's already looking like a cleaner edge. And I shouldn't have said that till you're done, because I don't want to jinx it.
No, I feel like I'm still trying to cut it the same way. Just trying to pay attention to
Don't worry,
how close
everybody
I am.
is watching you.
I'm used to that.
Boogers.
Boogers! Yeah, just still a little gooey. Okay, so it's hard to tell where the flex tape ends and where the RV tape begins.
Because we smooshed over it right here.
Yeah.
See? There's that little.
Yeah,
overlap.
but over here I was okay. So the problem also is I want to be right-handed and I want to drag this direction because for me that motion is easier. But I can't see how close I am to the wires. Okay, now I can see it. So if I try and stay about 2 to 3 wire widths away, maybe. I am putting a significant amount of pressure on the end of the knife to try and cut through it.
You need to. It's a lot of boogers and gunk in
It
there.
is a lot of boogers.
It's because the flex tape is super boogery. The boat tape's not as boogery, but between the two of them, I feel like...
Two of them, the powers of their booger have combined.
I'm peeking at the back. The back's ugly, but this part's front.
Yeah,
Pretty,
the
so.
back is ugly.
Keep it towards the inside of the curl.
Keep it towards the inside of the curl. Oh, well, yeah, sure.
So when you're curling it, you just keep the ugly side on the inside of the barrel curl.
It'll end up happening how it ends up happening. I would have the pretty side out when it's attached to the end of the cyclotron,
Yeah.
and then it starts curling, and it's just going to be what it is.
Yeah, you just finish it so that the curly side, so it's all encompassed. So
Okay.
there's a right side and an inside and an outside.
Right side and the wrong side. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, that looks much better. I already like it better.
You already like it more?
I already like it more.
Oh, good.
I'm still on that camera of the close-up of you working,
That's
but
fine.
you're making progress.
We're actually from I don't know what the hell we're going to do today to, well, we got the bumper bars glued on, we fixed the wires, we talked about how to regress forward on stuff. We
We smooshed and we smooshed it.
smooshed and we smooshed it.
Weight productivity during a prop make? What world are we in? Ha ha ha!
Yeah.
Look at productivity. So, where's those metal pieces we had? Did you stick them back in here?
No, they're up here.
Okay.
The brackets?
Yeah, the brackets. My knuckles. Now it fits in the smaller size.
Good.
I'm just going to mark your little template
All right.
with the smaller size while they're lined up, so you know how much to cut off on both sides.
Something else I think we probably need to do, maybe not. This is a really clean edge, actually. This is the side piece.
What do you need?
Wondering about,
I don't have the knife, it's over there.
yeah.
What do you need?
The
The
what you have in
pencil?
your hand. The metal parts you have.
The
in your
metal
hand.
pedal?
Yeah. But when you're done, you're done. It's okay. Okay, no. I was wondering if we should cut the wires to fit this radius, but no, there's plenty here, so it doesn't matter. And then I know we need. I think there was an additional plate to this, wasn't there? There's like a spacer or something else. I don't quite remember. Of course, realistically, I've got 2 here. Just put 1 on each and we're done, right? I don't know.
Right, and if you do need the spacers, could you cut it out of foam on the underside where you don't see it?
Probably.
To raise it up to where the height it needs to be.
Yeah, but just like that, I could take that over to the bandsaw and just cut them down so they're all everything's the same size. I could just do that right now if you guys want to listen to the bandsaw stream.
Well, it's 2:06 right now.
Is it 2:06?
It is 2:06 right now.
Oh wow! I didn't realize. Oh wow!
We're making progress. Who would have
Progress happened. I didn't even realize the time went by. All right. Then no, let's not.
We have something to do next time.
We have something to do next time. I'm going to be back in 2 weeks. I'm going to be either helping. I'll either be starting to distress the packs a little bit, or a side quest. Not sure which. I don't necessarily want to take weathering away from you. Is that something you're looking forward to?
I'm fine. Like,
okay.
Progress is of progress. I'm okay. I will
Okay.
not be here for the rest of this month, though.
That's fine. Understandable, which is there's only one more stream this month for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'll be at cons the other 2 weekends this
I
month.
won't even be in the state. Or the state of mind.
Yeah, or the state of mind, exactly. Well, good. I'm glad you get a chance to travel. That's awesome.
So.
Hopefully it's for good reasons, not like I'm going to a funeral. That could be good reasons too. So I will be back in 2 weeks, and Felicia will be back when she can. I will be in Sunrise Mall for the 4th or 5th time during this stream next weekend at a con called The Weekend Blender. I'll do my best to post pictures. I'm still a little upset with my phone because I managed to break it, so I haven't been using it as much, so can't guarantee how many pictures will get posted. And we're already talking about all the scheduling going on with SAC Anime, because that's coming up the first weekend of September. So that's going to be the 30th, the 1st, and the 2nd. So.
Yes, and I wanted to go to that because I have some fun cosplays I want to
Sweet. Yes,
bring
please.
out.
I will have badges for you. You and a +1.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so those are the next 2 cons coming up that we will be at. I'll also be at Lodi Con in Lodi, California, at the end of September, wherever that is. And somewhere in September, in there, like the 12th or something, is where Crocker Con is. Yeah, that's the 2nd or 3rd Thursday of September.
Mm-hmm. And I want to go to that one.
I can't remember which one it is. But yeah, so I need to get back to that organizer and say, yes, I just don't have the Crockertron built. I'm not going to be able to at this point.
The what?
Crockertron.
What's a Crockertron?
It was a character they created for Crocker Con. What's this Crocker word? Crocker was the last name of one of the railroad barons in Sacramento that helped build the Transcontinental Railroad. So
some rich people who built a museum that we love.
So that rich guy built an art museum in Sacramento, and it's called the Crocker Art Museum. Crocker Con is a convention that happens for a few hours on a single Thursday every September. It's fun to go to because you get to be at the museum, and they're cool people. And the Crocker Tron, Tron, was an artist's rendition of the museum if it was to turn into a transformer and be a robot.
Yeah, there's no way you could get that done.
No, that's not happening before. No.
No, that's like a big project.
Yeah, that's a big project. There's still some gooey sticky here. But, yeah, so those are the things coming up. So going to try and keep up as best I can with the every other week schedule. Having not streamed last week actually put me more onto the schedule to miss most of these cons coming up, I think. At least these next 2, I think. I haven't quite double-checked the calendar. But in the ever-dragging out, never know how to say goodbye thing, this is me saying goodbye. Yeah. If you want to catch Felicia, she's been streaming on her own channel, which is called
Behind the Scenes Fashions here on YouTube. And I try and go live every Tuesday, and I go live periodically throughout, depending on the projects that I'm working on. And I like to do live streams of me working on sharing my progress in my random projects that I'm working on. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and
check that out.
Yeah, I guess.
Shock Roman and I will be working on some review videos coming up. So even though not necessarily prop build videos, we have some 3D printer, both resin and filament coming up. A couple of those need to be done this month, actually. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Okay.
Because got 3D printers to get to play with. But the big thing I'm looking forward to is I trust Shop Gremlin's experience with working with 3D printers in order to give an accurate, idea of what the. Because for me, it's like, I turned it on and it printed. Cool.
Also, was it reuse? It was new, user friendly.
Yes.
Novice friendly.
It was actually, yes.
And that's a selling point.
It is a selling point.
Yes.
All right. A says you have all the fun. Thank you. Go to up. Goodbye. And Odin said he wasn't organized. Listen to him plan it all out. Yep. Still talking about cars, which is cool. Richard Strode didn't mind it being static. The broom. Oh, the static broom. Okay, very cool. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And if you want to talk to either one of us, remember to check us out on the Odin Makes Discord or get a hold of her at Behind the Scenes Fashions on Instagram. Right?
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.